how are you all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. We are live for Algeria against the Democratic Republic of Congo in the AFCON knockout round. It's going to be a really, really good one, this one. Mahrez against Wan-Bissaka. Mahrez against Wan-Bissaka. Algeria v Congo. Let me know what you're thinking predictions-wise. I think everyone's fancying Algeria, aren't they? It's going to be a tough one, this, for Congo to go through. But they have got some good players. In fact, let's go through the lineups because we are literally 8 minutes away from kickoff. So we can go through the lineups and let's see what we're dealing with here. It's Zidane in goal. Luka Zidane is in goal. He was obviously he is Zinedine's son. Luka Zidane is in goal for Algeria. Plays for Granada these days. It's Belgali, Aissamandi, Bentabani and Ait Nouri at the back. Ryan Ait Nouri. Boudaoui, Benasser and Chaibi in midfield with Amora, Mazza and Mahrez as the front three. That's a very, very handy side, it must be said. For Democratic Republic of Congo, it is Mpassi Nzao in goal, Kayembe, Mbemba, Mutusi, Twanzebe and Wan-Bissaka at the back. Mukau, Bongonda and Elia in midfield. And then it's a front two of Sadiki, Sunderland's Noah Sadiki and Cedric Bakambu of Betis. Bakambu, back in Spain. Bakambu, back in Spain. So yeah, listen, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, Mbemba, Bakambu, these are players we'll all be familiar with, but I don't think they're going to be able to... Sadly, I don't think they're going to be able to hold too much of a candle to that Algeria team today, so I fancy Algeria today. Let me know your thoughts. Hang on a second, where are we up to? Yeah, sorry, the Desert Foxes in it. It's the Desert Foxes of Algeria and Democratic Republic of Congo are known as the Leopards. The Desert Foxes against the Leopards. That's what we're watching today. Ollie Marley, games you're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm just doing Burnley against Man United, mate. That's the 8:15, so I'll be live for Burnley United tomorrow. Wandera Less, how's it going? Good afternoon, Key. Have you heard the West Bromwich Albion manager's been sacked? I hadn't heard, but I did think that it was going to be the case. I did think Ryan Mason would go. Maybe not straight away after last night, but it was always likely. That was a really, really disappointing end to the game last night for them. Bethany, hey Key, hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. The husband is watching. He's been waiting for you to come live. Wonderful. Great to have you on, Bethany, and thank you. Lots of love to you and your husband as well. Great to have you watching. Sarah says, afternoon, everyone. Come on the Congo. And Sarah says, Chibo says, I hope Algeria lose, so Nigeria will have an easy fixture. Okay. Fair enough. Chibo says, come on the Congo. Well, let me know your thoughts on this one. Let me know if you're fancying a Congo win. Zinedine Zidane's there in the audience. He's ready to go. Jordan, what a birthday treat, getting to see your handsome self. Is your birthday? Is it actually a birthday? Oh, many happy returns, mate. Lovely to have you on the live on your birthday. I would say save us some cake. But I'm an athlete. I'm a natural athlete, so I'm gonna say no to cake. But enjoy your day, mate, and have a lovely whatever the rest of you doing for your day. Maybe enjoy the West Ham v Forest game later tonight with us if you're about. Zidane at the game. He is, yeah, Zidane at the game. Watching his son, Luka Zidane, in goal for Algeria. Philippines, hey Key, my friend. Apparently you were the current favourites for Silas Anderson. Thought there's some names flying around for Rangers in the January transfer window. I mean, I think you're going to need some faces, but yeah, Silas Anderson. Currently at BK Häcken, Silas Anderson. He's 21 years of age. He's got 2 goals in 26 appearances this season in Sweden. 2 in 26. Even for the 21-year-old, 2 in 26 in Sweden is still, it's not great. I'm not sure that's a particularly smart move, but hey-ho. For a midfielder as well, if it was a defender, you'd maybe say less. Chibo says, did you see the Napoli versus Lazio big fight yesterday? I didn't. No, what was it? What happened? What happened? And Chibo says, what about Ayla Zidane? I'm not familiar with Ayla Zidane. Ayla Zidane, French soccer centre-back, plays for Real Betis currently. Yeah, youngest son. Youngest son of Zinedine Zidane, Elias Zidane. But it seems to be he's electing to play for France. Jordan says, unfortunately, won't be watching Forest to hate watch, but off to the Rangers game with the missus, so even better. Lovely. Oh, well, hey, enjoy your night, mate. Have a lovely birthday and, yeah, let your missus buy you a hot dog or something. And we'll see you on another one, maybe. Philippine says, seen he's had links with Forest and Arsenal in the past. I remember the name being one where he was he was touted as a wonder kid a few years ago, but maybe 21, still at Hacken. He's maybe fallen off a little bit. Sarah says, Key, are you doing the West Ham game or the Ivory Coast game? I'm doing the West Ham game, yes. I'm doing the West Ham game. I think that's going to be the better one of the two. And I don't want to be totally focused on the AFCON. The channel needs to be a nice mix of everything. So we're doing the AFCON games, but we are going to prioritise Premier League and Championship and a nice mixed bag. We are live for the final. We are live for the semis and the quarters as well. So, I'll still be covering most of the AFCON. But definitely doing the final as well. 3-star, I'll be here, Key, for the El Sakiko later. Cursing and swearing. Forest West Ham. I don't know what to make of that one. I'm nervy. Gotta say, feel like West Ham's got the edge on you tonight, mate. Chibo says Marusic and Mazzocchi were hitting, pushing each other. Conte almost fell to the ground. The ref gave 2 reds. And that was in the Lazio game. Goodness me. Right, well, all of the referees are Egyptian, I think. VAR referee Mahmoud Mohamed Ashur. Assistant Stephen Elazar. These are the VAR assistants today. But yeah, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. Head coach Sebastien Desabre. Balikwisha and Kalulu on the bench. Kayembe. Players will recognise and remember, I'm sure. Lazio always get red, says Chibo. It's a lovely stadium, that, isn't it? What stadiums? Have we done games at this stadium before? Where is this? Doesn't look like it's in Agadir. Where is this being played, this one? Rabat. Is it in Rabat? Yeah, this is the first game we've watched in Rabat. All of the other ones we've done have been at, like, Agadir, Casablanca, Tangiers. But this is the first game we've watched in Rabat. It's a very, very nice stadium. It's only 22,000 seater as well. It's quite a modest stadium, but it's the Stade Prince Moulay Hassan Stadium in Rabat. And it's an Egyptian referee. Mohamed Mansour is the ref. Chibo says, do you think Gay is coming to Liverpool? I don't, mate. No, I don't think so. I think Gay's... the ship has sailed now. I don't think he's going to be a Liverpool player. Right, we are off and underway here in Rabat. Algeria 0, Congo 0. Sylvan Okozadi. Yes, thank you very much, Sylvan. Yeah, don't forget to give the video a like. If you like this stuff, then please do click like. Please let me know in the comments where you're watching this game from as well. And let me know your predictions. Who do you think's going to go through as well? That's a big, big thing for today. Daz Talks Footy. How's it going, Daz? And Philippine says, what is your dream stadium to go to and why is it Ibrox? I've been on the pitch at Ibrox. I've walked out the stadium, out the tunnel at Ibrox. I've been very lucky. Chibo says, did you see the Salah Trivella goal against Benin? I did, yeah. We were live for that one yesterday, Chibo. And Aman says, Arsenal-Liverpool prediction. Arsenal-Liverpool prediction, I think 1-1. I think a draw, that one. 3-star Red says, Callum Wendo loan deal being signed off on tomorrow. His loan club has had to agree to the terms. Forest, he could not join until after the West Ham game. Good grief. Zebu Forca Argelino. Who's Argelino? Be yourself, Dylan. High prediction for tonight. Come on, my team, Notts Forest. I think West Ham, mate. I really do. I know West Ham have not won since the start of November. The last game that West Ham won in the Premier League was the start of November. They beat Burnley. That's the only win that they've had in recent months, basically. And I think it's one win in the last 10 games. So Nuno's not exactly flown since he's gone in there. But then again, Sean Dyche, he's got 5 defeats in his last 6 games, just 1 win. That was against Spurs. So he's not much better. Not much better. Leicester to glory. Oh, Riyad. Good to see you, mate. Hey, what about Ryan Mason getting sacked, mate? Have you heard about that? Ryan Mason's been sacked by West Brom off the back of last night. Chibo says Xerxes better leave United if he wants to improve. The club is a mess. Locking Simone, watching from Leverkusen. Love that. Are you a Bayer Leverkusen fan? Chibo says United could have sacked the gaffer 6 to 7 months ago. They should have done. Yeah, they should have sacked him 6-7 months ago, and once they give him the season, they absolutely should have kept him. It was a crazy decision from United to let him go. Absolutely crazy. Vladimir Petkovic, the Algeria head coach there, looking very pensive on the touchline. And Chibo says, did you know Curtis Jones could have represented Nigeria? I do, yes. Yeah. Leicester Glory, a shame our lad didn't go anyway. Chok Chart, how's it going, Chok Chart? Good to see you. How's things in Thailand? Server says, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he wouldn't say no to a return to Old Trafford. There's a lot of United fans who are against that because I think they're worried that he could come in, do quite well, and then they get the job permanently. Callum says West Ham 2, Forest 2. I think there's going to be an element of, just tonight, I think there's going to be a little element of them maybe being a bit too scared to push on. Like, if it's a draw going into the last 10-15 minutes, is either side going to push on and try and win it? I don't think they will, you know. I think they'll take a point. They'll accept that they'd rather get the point than lose, because if we lose, then there's massive pressure. Chibo says David Neres is injured for 8 days and he's not playing tomorrow. And Leicester to glory news out of West Ham camp is if Nuno doesn't get all 3 points, he's out, with Gary O'Neill favourite to come in. Now, Gary O'Neill's just been appointed manager of Strasbourg, replacing Liam Rosenior. Yeah, Gary O'Neill's new Strasbourg manager from what I saw. So, yeah, he's not going anywhere near West Ham. Great play by Mahrez. Christopher Curley, I am watching from Monrovia, Liberia. Wow, that's fantastic, mate. Great to see you. The home of George Weah. Shamner says, have you ever heard about a manager being given a 6.5-year contract? It's just crazy for a learner driver. Oh, who's been given a 6.5-year contract? Is that Rosenior? Is that what he's been given? Shell, hi Key, how's it going, Shell? Good to see you. And Lucas says, who's winning this for you? I can't see anyone other than Algeria. I think Algeria are one of the favourites for the competition overall. And when you look at the squad they've put out today, you can see the lineups over here. The lineups will be coming on in just a moment. They're on a carousel. You'll see the quality they've got. Algeria is just incredible. Yeah. 3-star Red says, don't even think a point will satisfy Mr. Marinakis when it comes to Dyche keeping his job. And Jake, how's it going, Jake? High key score prediction for this one. I think 2-1 to Algeria. Yeah, I think Algeria will If Algeria score first, it might even be 2 or 3. Leicester Glory says, that's a shame. I really rate O'Neill. That's a good job for him, though, isn't it? Strasbourg, he'll be going getting management experience in Europe, and it'll raise his profile a little bit. The fact that he's managing outside of England, and will probably do well there. Oh, Riyad Mahrez, maybe should have took that one under control. Unlucky. Very nearly. Good opportunity for Algeria, that. The Desert Foxes very nearly getting in. Shane Bernard says, Algeria can win the game watching from South Africa. Yes, love that. Chalk Chart says, I'm good, this. Thanks, nice and warm down here. I can imagine it's lovely and warm in Thailand. Not very warm here, I've got to say. Finners Matty, do you think whoever loses tonight in the West Ham v Forest game is sacked? That's certainly the rumour. Yeah. Delfino Octavio, Victoire au Congo. Ale, what's Congo called? What were they called? The Cheetahs. Ale la Cheetahs. Chibo says, is Wan-Bissaka playing? He is, yeah, Wan-Bissaka's playing. Unless the Glory says, I think a draw, and they both go, and if a winner, they get another week. A draw's just uninspiring. A draw would... I think a draw keeps Dyche in a job, though. A draw, I'm not sure, does keep Nuno in a job. I don't know. It'd be crazy, because I think Nuno Santo's a good manager. But it isn't working, whatever he's doing. Shamner says, Liam Rosenior signed a 6.5-year deal. I bet he signed it with Chelsea Football Group, though, hasn't he? I bet he's not signed it with Chelsea. He'll sign it with Chelsea Football Group or Blueco or whatever, so that if it's... They'll move him around again. They'll probably give him the Strasbourg job back. Jake says, who's winning the AFCON in your opinion? I think... I can't look past Senegal. I think Senegal are going to win it. Yeah, I think Senegal will win it. Hey, Tolga, 3-star. How's it going? And Scottish GHK. Hi, everyone. Good to see you, mate. Cyril Dessers is injured for 3 months and he left the Nigeria squad. Philippines, huge chance for us tonight against Aberdeen. History shows we will bottle it. Hoping otherwise, to be honest. Oh, you're playing at the Hill of Dung tonight, aren't you? Pitaudry, that's what it means, isn't it? Apparently that is what Pitaudry means, the Hill of Dung. Chibo says Lewis Skelly is going to Fulham. That's not really a surprise. He was never, ever going to get a kick at Arsenal. In 1 year, he should follow him if he's got any sense. Tati Castellanos has joined West Ham from Lazio. Yeah. Has that officially been completed now? Tati Castellanos. Yes, he has officially joined. I didn't see he'd... Can he go straight into the side then? Hey, maybe. That won't be a bad signing, that, if they can get him fit and playing. Oh, it's going to be a corner. Better play down the left-hand side from Algeria. Philippine says we're playing at home tonight. All right, well then you should get at least a point, I would imagine, at the very least. I know a point's not necessarily what you want, but a point, I would imagine. Muniri Benani says Morocco to win it. The hosts. The hosts to win it. And Chibo says, have you ever visited the Napoli Stadium? No, I have never visited the Napoli Stadium. No, I've been to a couple of stadiums in Italy. Didn't like the Olimpico, the Rome Stadium, Lazio Stadium. Shay, Ollie's at the wheel. Oh, no. Ollie's at the wheel. I've never heard such nonsense. Finners, I'm saying 2-1 Forest tonight. So I've got a player down here, Algeria. And they're asking for medical staff to come onto the pitch. 12 minutes on the clock. not really had a meaningful chance in the game. And it might well be that... is it Mazza here? Oh, he loses his boots. Yeah, it's... yeah, he's lost his boot there as he's gone down. Who is it? Oh, it's Amora. I thought it was Mazza, sorry. But no, it was Amora, left winger. Wolfsburg centre forward, Mohamed Amora, who has gone down under that tackle. Jake says, if Senegal and Egypt win their games in the quarter-final, they'll face each other in the semi. So, Mane v Salah in the semis. Both players played for each other, or played with each other at Liverpool. Yeah. And Shay says, I don't mind if it's only till the summer, but he'll win his first 5 in a row and they'll give him a long-term contract. That is why there's United fans really quite strongly against it. I'm sure there's a lot of United fans looking and going, I don't think that's a smart move. If we get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, he will probably get the job permanently. Chibo says, Fer Lopez is leaving Wolves. That's a deal that didn't quite work out. Another young player gone into Wolves. Hasn't really stuck. And he'll be going out on loan, I imagine. Don't forget tonight, by the way, if you are watching now, please do click like, please do subscribe. We are live tonight for a massive, absolutely massive relegation 6-pointer in the Premier League. West Ham against Nottingham Forest. They are calling it the El Sacico because these two managers cannot afford a defeat. Marinakis has already sacked 2 managers at Nottingham Forest this season. Could he sack the third? Could he get a hat-trick tonight if Sean Dyche was to lose against West Ham? You wouldn't put it past him, would you? So yeah, if you're interested in watching the Premier League, then make sure you give us a like, give us a subscribe. Get your comment and your prediction in the chat as well. Locking Simone, thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. And Chibo says, do you know Adebayor could have represented Nigeria? Didn't know that. Do you really? Ronnie says, looks like Ollie or Carrick is coming back until the summer. And Chibo says, Liverpool are signing an Austrian star called Ndukwu. Yeah, he's only a young player though, isn't he? He's not going to be one that goes straight into the first team. Philippine says, I heard someone talk about Dessers. I miss him. He's R9 compared to Chimiti. What a player he was. And Callum says, West Ham Forest has the same feeling as Leicester West Brom did last night. Yeah. I think the problem with Leicester is they'd quite like to sack their manager. They just haven't got the money to do so. So yeah, they haven't got the money to do so. So it's going to be really frustrating for them until such a time as they're able to afford to sack him. But yeah, West Brom get beat. They lose it late on, and they've pulled the plug on Ryan Mason. Sad. Shay, if Forest win, they'll be 7 points clear of West Ham. Do you think West Ham go down if that happens? No, I think 7 points is not insurmountable. Even in January, I think that's still very, very achievable that West Ham could rein them back in. With the signings that they've made, there's a couple of good signings there. I think they could. I think West Ham could certainly turn it round. They're gonna need to act fast though, aren't they? Shefo Mogashoa, DR Congo, yes. And Fabien Shiniam says Algeria. Sarah says yes, he's a Yoruba man. Is he really? Adebayor, is he? I didn't know that. Thought he was Togo born and bred. Scouts B says Lookman is such a baller. He's had a great AFCON tournament so far, hasn't he? Adamola, Lookman. And FS Motorsport says, I sent an email to Manchester United asking to be the manager, and they replied. What did they say? Right, it's a free kick to Algeria. They are just right of centre. It's an opportunity for them to put the ball into the box. And Bemba is screaming at his teammates to push out and try and keep a relatively high line. I think they're going to try and catch Algeria with an offside flag here. They're all going to run out, it looks like. But I wouldn't even be surprised if Algeria went for goal here. Strike. No, it's behind. It's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick. 3-Star Red says, only European stadium I've been to watch a match is the old Olympic Stadium in Munich to watch Forest v Bayern. Have been to Camp Nou on a tour though. And Leicester Glory, apparently you lot asked about Fatawu and we said 35 plus 10 in instalments. That seems a lot. I mean, he's a good young player, but I don't think he's that good. I won't be paying 45 million for Fatawu. Locking Simone says, I heard that Man United spent 65 million on all the sacked managers. That's crazy. Yeah, I think it's another 12 million they've got to spend just on Ruben Amorim to pay him to the end of his contract in June 2027. And they're going to keep paying him. So, yeah, 2027. Callum says, Diaz out 6 weeks, Vardy all 3 months, so that's daunting for City, but we know City will probably sign. They will. They'll go out there and get some reinforcements. FS Motorsport says they couldn't disclose it and they formally noted and shared to the relevant team. Lovely. And Joe says, evening, key lad, just got home. Good to see you, mate. How's things? How's your day been? So, nope, his parents are Nigerian. Ah. Right, Bakambu. That's a great kit. That Democratic Republic of Congo kit is absolutely fantastic. I'd love that. Quite like the Algeria kit, to be honest, but the Congo kit's great. I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll have a look, FS Motorsport. Thanks for the heads up, mate. I'll have a little look at that in a little bit once the game's finished. Joe says, been good, mate. Won't be on for long. Got to study for my media exams next week. Hey, mate, prioritise them exams. Get them done. Very important. You can catch up with us bozos anytime. We'll be here no matter what. But yeah, you get your exams done, mate. Best of luck with you. Very important. Otherwise, you'll be working with me. Chivo says, do you know Zeko's still playing? I do, yes, and he's not necessarily doing brilliantly at Fiorentina, is he? The limitless ascend. Arsenal are winning the league. If you say so. And 3-Star Red says, I enjoyed both Shell despite losing to Bayern Munich. Pilgrimage had to be made, though, because we won our first European Cup there. I was just a young lad then. Scottish? What's going on with Scottish? You're getting paid in Arsenal kits. Chibo says Fiorentina finally won a match. It's been a very rough time to be a Viola fan. A La Viola fan this season. Certainly not like the old Fiorentina. Not like this Fiorentina shirt. Not like that version of Fiorentina. They were brilliant. Here's Algeria. Unlucky. Cleared away. Sarah says, Liverpool won't win the league. I think City will just pip Arsenal. Yeah, me too. Me too. Although City losing all of their centre-backs is not a good sign, obviously. Algeria stood up far post, headed away. It's all a little bit chaotic at the back for Democratic Republic of Congo. Great ball in, off the line. Oh, and it's behind for a corner kick. Is it going to be a corner kick? It looked like it. Yeah, corner kick. Joe, do you think Ollie going back to United is a good move? Probably not. No, short term, probably a very good move. I think he comes in and he might well get him, in and around the top 5, top 6 again. They're not that far off that now. But I just feel like with Ollie, there's always that worry that he comes in, galvanises them, does quite well, and then they just get pulled back into that whole, let's give him the job permanently, and they'll give it to him, and he'll, yeah. It's not the long-term appointment that United need, is it? Tabamoyo, are you scared of the Arsenal game? No, absolutely not. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Be a great game. Great game. And hey, imagine we win. Imagine if we win, sir. Me and you will be like Cheshire Cats. We have big grins. We'll be like coat hangers in our mouths. We'll be grinning that much. It'll be fantastic. Joe, I feel sorry for Amorim, to be fair. Finally spoken out at the Glazers. Can't do it. Can't bite the hands that feed you. And what's your prediction? Napoli versus Bilbao. Mention who you think will score and assist. Probably McTominay. McTominay 1-0. Cheeky one. As long as they're respectful and don't spam, they're welcome. That's it. Absolutely, yeah. All welcome. Bayern are playing Leipzig. Wan-Bissaka all the way back. Congo just trying to keep hold of the ball, but they're finding it very, very difficult to. Joe says Gary O'Neill is a great appointment for Strasbourg. I think it's a great job opportunity for him as well. I think Gary O'Neill, that will springboard him onto a top Premier League job in another couple of years, maybe even like that strikes me as the type of job that he'd be the ideal replacement for Eddie Howe when he finishes at Newcastle. 3-star says, what do you reckon to Liam Racine? You're getting the Chelsea job. It isn't a very Chelsea appointment, that, is it, 3-star? No, I don't think that's a particularly Chelsea appointment. I thought they'd go for someone a bit more high profile. Maybe that'll be the thing that finally brings stability to the club, that they get someone in who's relatively humble, who's got a point to prove, who's familiar with the club and how it works in terms of the multi-club model. He's done it very, very successfully at Strasbourg, and he was very, very well respected at Hull, and it was thought that Hull sacked him far too soon. So, yeah, I think Liam Racine is a good young manager, just not a Chelsea manager. So it'll be interesting to see how he does anyway. Algeria into the box, chance. Good defending by Congo yet again. Great defending. Harrison Beaker, score prediction for this one, I think 2-1. Congo are away down the right-hand side. They've got options in the middle if he gets him. Strike, good save. I think that one's going to be a corner. It was Zidane with the save. Yep, I think it's going to be a corner to Congo. Chibo says Celtic have sacked their manager. They have, yeah. Wilfried Nancy's gone. And Joe says, I liked Howe's interview today. Dealt very well with press about the Man U job. Why? What did he say? I really think Eddie Howe's a perfect fit for Man United. I'm really surprised how such little rumours there are about him going there. He could be a fantastic fit for United. Right, corner kick to Congo. Is it Bongonda who's going to take it? Floated in. Header! Oh, nearly 1-0. It was a great header at the back stick. It was Tuanzebe as well. It was a great effort, that. Tuanzebe got a clear header on it and it just went wide. Shell, good luck in case I'm not on here later. No worries, Shell. "25 minutes on the clock. Still no real chances of note." And Joe says, by the way, did you see the fake slot news last night or today? Are you talking about the thing of, like, if he doesn't beat Arsenal, he's going to get sacked? There's been loads of fake news stories coming out, and I think it's actually coming out from Liverpool fans. It's really frustrating. Liverpool fans putting stuff out about, apparently there was an assessment day at the academy Because that's one of the things that keeps getting levelled at Arne Slot, is that he doesn't like kids. He's no interest in the academy. What he's done to the academy is appalling, and all this sort of stuff. It's ridiculous. But they keep spreading these rumours, and apparently Arne Slot didn't attend an assessment day where it was meant for the staff to have a look at the academy, and he didn't even show up. And everyone was like, "Oh my God, get this guy sacked." It's total fake news. It's absolute fake news. It's come from one online Liverpool account that's known for spreading nonsense. Chibo says sort of Senior is going to be the next Chelsea manager, and Liverpool are playing Arsenal soon. They are indeed. Yep, Thursday night. I'm going to be live for that one as well. Arsenal against Liverpool at the Emirates. Big game. It's going to be a free kick, that one. Ryan Aït-Nouri's just threw an elbow out there. I'm surprised he didn't get more for that. No, it was just a hand in the face for a minute. Aït-Nouri onto Bongonda. Xavi might be coming back to managing, says Chibo. I don't think he's a good fit for anyone in the Premier League, personally. Sarah says, yes, Slot's been arguing with Edwards about Rio not getting enough playing time, blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's absolutely ridiculous. Ball's all the way through to Zidane. Feels weird that, saying Zidane for Algeria. Even though I know his dad was Algerian effectively as well. Joe says it was bench warmers that posted it on Instagram. That's where I've seen it. It's in loads of... Yeah, it's all rumours doing the rounds, but it's total and absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. 3-star, I've heard if Forest win tonight, Dyche is getting the PSG job. Here's Algeria down the right-hand side. Amora, cleared away by Congo. It's one-way traffic now. Mahrez, this one might go out for a corner, Algeria. I think it will, yeah. Oh, he's given a free kick. Foul from Mahrez. Scouse says, so do you like Slot's tactics, the slow football, etc., not the fast attacking football? I don't think that's Slot's tactics. I think that's a means to an end, mate. I think that's what people are currently quite confused with. I don't think this isn't the destination. This isn't Slot going, this is my team and this is the style of football I want to play. This is a journey. This is a means to an end. This is a process. We have a bunch of players, most of whom are not really what he wants, and he's trying to phase them out. There's a lot of players in that team that he wants to phase out, and I think if you ask most of the fans, how many players do you think we need in January? How many players do you think we need in the summer to challenge next year? The vast majority of fans will tell you it's between 4 and 6 new players. So it's not Arne Slot. It's not Arne Slot. It's really not. Do I like the tactics? Do I like the style of play? Do I like the performances? No, I don't like the performances, mate. I am with you. And if this was this time next year, I would say more about Arne Slot. But it isn't. It's his first year, basically. He won the league in his first season, did very well. Now it's basically his first year. He's trying to imprint his own... I mean, it's not even just his thing. The club have tasked him with it, haven't they? And if you sack Arne Slot, who are you bringing in? Who are you bringing in who've still got to do the same big task? You've got to try and move Alisson out. You've got to try and move Mo Salah out. You've got to try and, move Robbo out and Van Dijk out and Konate out. You've still got to sort out Trent. That position's still not quite been fulfilled. There's all these big issues at Liverpool that needs to be fixed, whether it's Slot in charge or someone else. It's madness to me that people are talking about sacking him. It's crazy. Algeria chance, cleared away by Congo. And Sarah says, hang on a second, what are we talking? 3-star set. Oh, we've done that one. Scouse, I agree with you, by the way. The way these managers get sacked, I wouldn't be surprised if he is sacked soon. I mean, if he did get sacked, I genuinely think I'd be really disappointed with the club. And I've never, ever really disagreed with a manager sacking. In my lifetime, I've been disappointed. Like, I remember being really disappointed with Rafa going, but I understood it. I was disappointed when Julio left, but I understood it. I was disappointed when Julio left, but I understood it. I'm not. I don't. I would be really disappointed if Liverpool was to sack him. Yeah, I'd be really, really let down by it. I think he's a fantastic manager. And like I said, even if you disagree, even if you think that he's not a fantastic manager and the style of play is awful and he should be doing better with what he's doing, I mean, I would argue, how much better do you expect him to do? Do you think he's got enough to challenge City and Arsenal? With our backup left winger is Rio Wengamoa. Our backup centre back had got an ACL on his debut. Our record signings broke his leg, probably out for the season. I just don't think there's an awful lot you can do with it, if I'm honest. Joe, in my lifetime, I've never been disappointed with managers getting sacked because they've all been poor. I'm trying to think of all the Newcastle managers that we've seen in my lifetime. That might be a little quiz going there. Cheryl says, "Are you sad you're not getting Salah back as quick key?" I am. Yeah, I thought we would do last night. I thought there might be an opportunity there. Scow says, "If he was to go, who would you actually see being the manager? Because there aren't much options." The standouts for me are, I wouldn't mind. I say I wouldn't mind, but I would have questions with all of them. Iraola, Glasner, Hoeneß, Hürzeler, De Zerbi. That's it. They are the only ones, them five, they are the only ones that I would look at and go, possible Liverpool managers. Christian, I love you, RDC. Yes, and Francois Casquille. I am confident that our Leopard DRC team will win today. Yes, Francois. Allez, le Cheetahs. Well, it's the Leopards, isn't it? The Leopards, sorry. Not the Cheetahs. The Leopards. It's the Leopards. Dominic, sorry. Is it Dominic? Sorry, am I spelling that right? Dominique. Says, Allez, le Congo. Yes, absolutely. Scouse says, seen a lot of people saying Xabi Alonso. Yeah, I mean, maybe Alonso, but again, if he's failed at Madrid, feels like he could have come to us before Slot did. Joe says, Hürzeler's been very disappointing at Brighton. He was only 5 points off the Champions League last season. I think he's doing a very similar type of job to Slot in many ways, in that he's kind of rebuilding, and Brighton's whole policy of moving young kids out and stuff like that, it's hard to manage and build a really good Premier League side. I'll be honest, Brighton are only 3 points off fifth. They're 6 points now. They finished 5 points off the Champions League places last year. They're currently 6 points. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. Really isn't. Lockeen says, earliest retransfer for Kwanzaa's 2027. Yeah, this is it. I think Gerald Kwanzaa, he's done brilliantly at Leverkusen, hasn't he? Fantastic player. I'd love him at Liverpool, but yeah, we're not going to be able to get him back until we activate that clause to get him back, and probably, 2027, I think we can get him for 55, 60 million from Leverkusen. So I imagine that is what happens. We'll probably call him back then. And Sir Padgett says, I'd rather have Gerrard than Xavi. Yeah, me too. But I wouldn't want Gerrard if I'm dead honest. Scout says, how are we even linked with anyone this window? Up to now, no. Joel Ordonez is the rumour that keeps persisting. The centre-back from Club Bruges. That one keeps sticking around. But I'm not 100% sure that's a particularly good signing either. 3-star Reds. It is fair to say Mr. Marinakis is an owner of all seasons. Nuno sacked in the summer and sacked in the autumn. Dyche more than likely in the winter. Just need the Easter Bunny now in the spring. Good grief, yeah. Crazy, crazy time to be a Forest fan. Crazy, crazy time to be a Forest fan. Tonight's going to be a bad watch, I've got to say. I think it's going to be a difficult game. Speaking of a difficult game, this one's been a difficult watch, really. No Woody Scouse yet. Reese, Ryan Mason, Amarim and Nancy all sacked in the past 2 days. It's been the day of the manager cull. A New Year's culling in the manager market. On a Permo says Gerrard is a failed manager. I don't think that's not necessarily an unfair thing to say. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think he was a young manager when he went in at Villa, and I think the Villa job came too soon for him. He did very well at Rangers, so I don't think he's a failed manager if you just judge him off the Rangers thing. But yeah, Villa was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it? And then I don't think he should have gone at all to Al Ettifaq. That was a crazy decision. Scottish JH, question, what's everyone's favourite football movie? I'm going to sound really sad, but genuinely, I think it might well be Bend It Like Beckham. Oh, no, actually, that's a lie. That's a total lie. It's Mike Bassett. It's Mike Bassett every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. I can't even believe I said that. It's 100% Mike Bassett. 3-star says, if you have one of those bleep buttons, Kate, it may save you time when it comes to reading my comments later tonight. I'll try and edit you. Eddies, why do you always want every Arsenal goal to be ruled out? Just praise them. Well, why not? Why not? I'm sure Arsenal fans do it with Spurs, don't they? Why not? What's the issue? Reece says United are looking at Oliver Glasner. Apparently, he wouldn't do that to himself, surely. I don't see a serious manager looking at that United job and going, yeah, get me in. Reece says Ted Lasso's a very good football series. I have to say, I've never watched that. And Mark J says Escape to Victory. Good film. Very good film, yeah. There's only one. Jimmy Grimble says on a perm on goal as well, yeah. What was his name? Santiago Muniz. Eddie's, is it for a laugh? Not really, no. I react how I react to every goal. I mean, to be honest, mate, we watched Leicester West Brom last night. Did you see how I reacted to the last minute Leicester goal? Probably not. But I reacted to a Leicester West Brom goal probably as much as you would see me react to an Arsenal conceding goal, whatever. I like watching games of football. I enjoy watching footy, and if there's a last minute goal or a shocking goal or an error or a penalty decision I like watching footy. I react. It's only Arsenal fans getting arsey about it, to be honest. K Jonesy says, haven't hate watched Spurs in a while, to be fair, and DC, supposedly it's the Stuttgart manager we're looking at. Mark J, would you see the Saipan movie? I'm really looking forward to that. I am really, really looking forward to that. I love Steve Coogan, and I think it's been very, very well done, that. By the looks of it, the documentary. I think it's already out in Ireland. I'm not sure if I'm right in saying that, Mark. I think it's already out in Ireland. It's out in the UK on the 26th of Jan. So I'd like to. I can't go to the cinema, sadly, but I'd love to. I'd love to maybe get hold of a copy. Maybe once it's available. Reece says 7-0 whitewashing coming for Liverpool on Thursday, Key. Hey, listen, if it is, it is. I'll be there for it, mate. I'll be there. I'll take my medicine. If Liverpool get a beating, then I'll take my medicine. But if we win, if we sneak a win, I hope you'd all come back. I doubt you will, but I'd love it if you did. 3 cheers for Ramirez. Yeah. 3 cheers for Ramirez. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, Bakambu, nearly. Tell you what, if that Ramirez don't win player of the tournament. Mark J, the guy playing Roy Keane's brilliant. He's also from Cork, isn't he? He's like not an unknown actor, but they were very, very particular about casting with that one. But yeah, looks very, very good well casted anyway. RDC, Eloko Wamakasi. I don't know what that means, Danny. But yeah, Algeria. Eddie's, I bet if Arsenal scored a screamer, you'd be like, is there an offside? Probably, yeah. Probably. Foxy, how's the game been? Congo defensively solid as usual. I mean, it's been very flat. I'll level with you. We've watched some bad games on this channel, and the one that really stands out was probably the Egypt game against Benin in the first half. This has been as bad. This has been very, very poor. The last 2 games we've done, Egypt, Benin, Algeria, Congo, the first half has been absolutely shocking, and then the second half has actually saved it. So I'm hopeful that the second half is going to be like the Egypt-Benin one was yesterday, and we got goals, and we got chances, and we got, But as it stands, neither side has really had a clear chance. It's been a dreadful watch. Algeria now bursting into the box, though. Strike! Just wide. Drags it wide. Mazza there. Unbelievable. Unlucky. Mark says, deciding who wins the Liverpool-Arsenal game is like deciding which of my exes I like better. Who's your team, Mark? Reese, if we win, it'll be a Declan Rice masterclass. Do you think so? I'll be honest, if Declan Rice can't get a control of a midfield that includes Alexis McAllister, then I don't think there's a lot down for him. Ah, you're a Villa fan, Mark. Oh, okay. Villa on a decent run this season. I still don't think you'll make top 4 for what it's worth. I love Unai Emery. I think he's a fabulous manager. But I think Villa's best chance of Champions League footy next year is winning the Europa League. So I wouldn't put it past that either. I think Villa could certainly finish maybe 5th or 6th and win the Europa League. That's eternally possible. But I think as the season goes on, Villa might start to prioritise Europe more and more. 3-Star Red says, the damned United for me with Michael Sheen, because at the end of the film we all know how it played out for the 2 main characters. Yeah. And to be honest, and the other actor who played Jock Stein as well, I forget his name now. Oh, he's a fabulous actor. Really, really good actor. Foxy says, knockout games usually do go super cagey these days. They are, absolutely. Right, Bongonda with a free kick for Congo. They're going to pop it into the box, into the penalty area. See if they can pinch one just before half-time. Ball swung in, too easy. Headed away by Algeria, far too easy. And Mark says if we can get reinforcements this window, that'll decide things. Not too hopeful on that. Yeah, that's the problem with Villa, I think, as well, is because of how high the turnover to wages and all that stuff is, there's probably not going to be a huge amount of money this window, which is obviously why the whole Harvey Elliott thing is dragging out. Which is, again, a really frustrating thing from our perspective as Liverpool fans as well. And I'm sure pretty frustrating for Harvey Elliott as well. Kay Jonesy says, I want Yildiz at Arsenal so bad. Mate, you've got about 9 wingers. Why do you want another one? Worse than Chelsea. Why are you chasing more wingers? Literally everyone. Trossard, Martinelli, Eze, Madueke, Saka, bloody Wanyuri. You got loads of them. You can play in the 10. Yeah, but you've got Odegaard in the 10 as well. There's only 1 minute to half time. You've got Odegaard in the 10. Eze allegedly plays there. Wanyuri allegedly plays there. Marino allegedly plays there. I mean, you're overstocked. Good defending from Mbemba. That's much better. And Kay Jones says Wanyuri going on loan. No, I think Wanyuri, if he's got any sense, should be looking for a permanent exit out of Arsenal. Same with Lewis Skelly. Because if they've got ambitions of doing anything at international level, they're not going to get a kick at Arsenal for a good while. It's madness. They're barely getting off the bench. They're barely getting on the bench in a lot of cases. I think Lewis Skelly's got like 1 minute in Premier League games for most of the season. He's barely getting off the bench. Picking splinters out of his arse, the young lad. And he was rumoured to be going in the England squad. Sorry, in the England squad, rather. Here's Algeria. Down the left-hand side. Going to be a corner. That might be the last kick of the half. Last kick of the half. Is he going to get it? Is he going to give it? Yeah, it is going to be a corner. Oh, he's blown up. He's blown up, and the ref, I tell you what, the Algeria players are fuming. They got the corner, but they're not going to be able to take it. The ref's blown for half-time. There you go. Half-time in this one. Algeria 0, Congo 0. A terrible first half, let's be honest. A really, really dreadful first half. What we saying? Sorry. I put my mortgage on the draw. That's Keys streaming it, yeah. Draw FC. Key says MLS has played like 10 games. Well, he's made like 10 appearances maybe. But they've all been like 1 minute here and there off the bench. He's not really got any football this season, mate. Marx has got no praise, but thought Zubamendi was quality against us. Saka was invisible in both games. Zubamendi's getting a lot of stick from Arsenal fans, actually. It's quite funny. I'm surprised. Chalk chart, Arsenal v Liverpool, who will win? I've predicted it a few times, mate. Yeah, 1-1, I think. I think 1-1. Again, another draw. Another draw. Right, while it's half-time, I'm just going to go and grab a... just going to go and grab a drink. 1 sec. Back in 2 minutes. I'll be back in 2 secs. 1 sec. Right, we're back. Brendan, Christ, if you're predicting 1-1, I'm worried. Mark says Zubamendi does the work, Rice gets the praise. Well, yeah, maybe so. Excuse me. Not slagging Rice, he's good too. Rice is phenomenal. Rice is absolutely fantastic. Right, so let's do half-time. Oh my god. The top 5. Oh my god. The top 5. I don't think you're going to be able to do it, actually. No, balls to it, actually. We'll do 10. The top 10 Premier League players from the Democratic Republic of Congo based on appearances alone. Right? Number 10 got 42 appearances. And he starts today, right? So, top 10 Premier League appearance holders from the Democratic Republic of Congo. There you go. Go and tell me the names. Who are they? By number of appearances in the Prem, who are the top 10 Congos? It's Luke. How's it going? Mbemba is number 10. You got it, mate. Absolutely. Chancel Mbemba. Who played for Newcastle United, made 42 appearances for Newcastle United. Chancel Mbemba is number 10. Who else? DR Congo players who played in the Premier League. We want them by number of appearances. There's a couple that you might find quite difficult, but actually you'll know every single one of them. A lot of them are concentrated with one particular team, actually, funnily enough. I didn't realise that. I certainly wouldn't have said that, but yeah, a lot of them are very much centric to one specific team, at least from what I can see. Lualua, Balassi, both correct. Lualua is third with 146. Balassi is fifth with 119. Aid says, are you doing the game tonight? And Bemba, sorry, Wisser, yes, Wisser is correct. Wisser is fourth. Wisser has 143. So we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Axel Tuanzebe, yeah, they count, absolutely. Number 9, Tuanzebe, he has 58 appearances for 4 different clubs, by the way, Axel Tuanzebe. Is that Villa, Man United, Luton? Who else he played for in the Prem? Villa, Man United, Luton, and who else did he play for? Ipswich, of course he did. Oh, it's not even Luton. It's Burnley, isn't it? He's at Burnley at the minute. Oh, Burnley, Ipswich. There you go. Malumbu is correct, Luke. Yes. Yusuf Malumbu of West Brom. He has got 164 appearances. He is second. You're missing 1, 2, 3, 4 of them now. Oh, no, 3 of them. 3. You're missing number 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. It's not Baleba. No, Baleba is Cameroonian. So we're talking just Democratic Republic of Congo players. Masuaku, Foxy. Very, very good answer. Yes, Masuaku is number 6. Ilunga. Yes, Ilunga for West Ham. Again, another West Ham player. And number 7 we're missing. Number 7 on the list. This is a centre-forward who played for Bournemouth. I think he played for Wolves. Not Mbakani in there, no. Dear Mercy Mbakani is number 11th, funnily enough. He's just got 1 less appearance than Chancel and Bemba. Position centre-forward, this one. Yeah, number 7, centre-forward, played for Wolves, played for Bournemouth. I'm trying to think who else he might have played for in the Prem. I think it was just... No, I think he only played for Bournemouth in the Prem, funnily enough. I think Wolves would have been in the Championship. Not Beningame, not Siddiqui, no. We've got... What we're doing here, by the way, just in case you just joined us, we are doing the top 10 Premier League players by number of appearances from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We have number 1, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Number 2, Yusuf Malumbu. Number 3, Lamana Lualua. Number 4, Yohan Wisser. Number 5, Yannick Balassi. Number 6, Arthur Masuaku. Number 7 they've not got yet. Number 8 is Herita Ilunga, who was a wing-back, full-back, who used to play for West Ham. Number 9, Axel Tuanzebe, who starts today at centre-back. And number 10 is his partner, who starts today, Chancel and Bemba. So they are the top 10. Number 7 is correct. I've just seen Luke's got it. It's Benica Phoebe. And I saw Foxy got it too. Yeah, Benica Phoebe for... he only played for Bournemouth in the Prem. But he did have a time at Wolves as well. Did very, very good at Wolves, didn't he? Yeah. There you go. Top 10. Half-time top 10. And yeah, quite a few West Ham players in there. Ilunga, Masuaku. Wan-Bissaka. And, of course, speaking of West Ham, we'll be live for West Ham later on tonight, of course. So, if you are going to stick around for watching the Premier League later tonight, make sure you've clicked like, make sure you've clicked subscribe. I'm going to be live at 7:30 tonight for West Ham. West Ham against Nottingham Forest, a proper relegation 6-pointer. You said where is Mbula in the list? Ginelli Mbula is number 16th. He got 26 appearances. I'll tell you the rest of them. Number 11 is Due Mercy Mbokani. Number 12 is Elias Kachunga. from his time at Huddersfield. 13th is Grady Diangana. 14th, Neeskens Cabano, who had a brief spell at Fulham. 15th is Luton's Pelly, Ruddock and Panzu. 16th, Janelli and Bueller. 17th, Shabani Nonda from his time at Blackburn. Felix Michael and Gongi at Watford is 18th. 19th, Arnold Mwemba, who played for Portsmouth. And number 20 is Jeremy Ngakia. So there you go. There you go. There are your top 10, top 20s. Matty Knowles, opinion on Ordonez. I think it's salacious transfer rumours put out there by agents, mate. I don't think there's anything in that at all. I really don't. Kelly Mavoka, how's it going? And Foxy, Stoke paid too much for Bueller. They did, yes, absolutely. Some alright players in that list, they were. Yeah, I think Ordonez is not a bad player though, Matty. I quite like him. He's alright. He should have gone to Marseille in the summer. He's generally got all the things, attributes-wise, that you need to be a good centre-back in the Premier League. So I think he could thrive, but I'm not completely sold on it. I think it's more the fact that he's available. Liverpool are needing a centre-back quite desperately. And yeah, he's there. He's available. So like he's an easy option. And plus his agent's massively pushing him at the minute. So it's easy to link him to us. Luke says, not an African football powerhouse like some nations, but still solid. Yeah, I mean, if we'd have done Cameroon, I think we've done Cameroon and Nigerian top 10s on this channel. And yeah, there's always some big names in those. But I think with Congo, it's a little bit more niche, isn't it? Kwizeranyama, Burundi, how's it going? And Vincent Jamie Lane says, up the posh. Jake, what's it on? It is on 143, mate. It's on channel 47, as always. It's all the AFCON games are on channel 47, so you can watch them on there. Channel 143, if you're in the UK, you can watch it on Virgin's channel 143, or if you've got Sky, channel 137. So any of them will do you. Muncie Adrien from DRC. Yes, lots of love to DRC. Mark says, what about the Algerian players? We could do top 10 for Algeria if you wanted to. I'm game for that. Could do top 10 for Algeria. To be honest, top 10 Algeria might be a touch harder. Top 10 Algerian Premier League players. Okay, go on. Top 10 Premier League Algerians. Let's do it. Why not? In for the penny, in for the pound. We might as well. Are there 10? Oh, aye, they're all 10. And you'll know them all. You'll know them all. I'll give you some clues if we're struggling. But you'll definitely know them all. I'll give you this one. Number 10 got 21 Premier League appearances. So, maybe slightly less spread out. There's less depth with the Congolese players. But you'll know all of them, definitely. Some big names there. There's one, funnily enough, who you might remember famously refused to play for his club because they were about to sign an Israeli. True story. Just seen the name, and that's the last thing I remember about him, is that he refused to play for his club because they were about to sign an Israeli. And he was like, I'm not playing with an Israeli. Done. So yes, Guedioura is correct, Mark. Guedioura is number 4 on the list. Played for Watford. I played for 4 clubs in the Premier League, actually, Guedioura. Mahrez is right, obviously City and Leicester. Ait Nouri, of course, is second. Yeah, Ait Nouri got 140 appearances for City and Wolves. Islam Slimani is number 8. A massive flop. He played for 2 clubs in the Prem as well. Leicester and... Did he play for Newcastle? He went on loan to Newcastle as well, didn't he? Ben Rama is correct. Yeah, he is 3rd. Saeed Ben Rama played a big part in West Ham winning the Europa Conference League, of course. Mr. Edwards, evening key. How the devil are you? Good to see you, mate. I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I had stupidly, I let the wife cook last night, and she tried to make something like, it was like spicy chicken with like peppers and stuff like that, and yeah, never again. She can't cook. Watford lad Buatsa, yeah, Buatsa's there, absolutely. Bentaleb, awful for us he was, yeah. Nabil Bentaleb is 5th, Buatsa's 6th. Ali Benarbia, one of my favourite ever non-Liverpool players. Ali Benarbia played for Manchester City. Absolutely fantastic player. Yeah, he's there. Nadir Belhaj, yes, that is the player I was talking about. Number 7 in the list. Nadir Belhaj played for Portsmouth. And Portsmouth were about to sign Tal Ben Haim. They did end up signing Tal Ben Haim. And he refused to play. He said, absolutely not. I'm not playing with an Israeli. I'm done. I'm not playing with him. Jake, what's it on? It's on 143, mate. Channel 47. It's the same throughout the whole tournament. Channel 143 or 137 if you're watching on Sky. Number 10. Number 10 is the only one you've not got left. So you've got Mahrez, you've got Ait Nouri, you've got Benrahma, Guediora, Bentaleb, Buatsa, Belhaj, Slimani, Benarbia, and number 10 is not Yebda. It's not Yebda. This guy was a winger with a very big reputation on the continent, did very well in Europe, came to the Premier League very briefly, got 21 appearances as a winger in the Prem not that long ago. It's Luke says, was there a Leicester centre-back, Boog something? Is it Bouguera you're thinking of? Bouguera, yeah, he's not in the list. Abid played for us well, but I don't think he'd be in the top 10. Congo and Boca. Yes, Martin. No, the player is Feghouli. Sofiane Feghouli. Yes, Valencia lad. Feghouli. There you go. Foxy got it. There you go. There your top 10. There you go. Top 10 Algerians. We've done the top 10 by appearances, Congolese, and the top 10 Algerians. Mahrez, Ait Nouri, Benrahma, Guediora, Bentaleb, Buatsa, Belhaj, Slimani, Benarbia, Feghouli. There you go. Good fun. Enjoyed that. We're about to kick off for the second half. We timed that perfectly. Right, come on. First half was terrible. Second half can't be worse. This was exactly the case yesterday with Egypt and Benin. It was a dreadful first half. We got goals, we got attacks, we got shots on target, we got mistakes. All of that happened in the second half yesterday. So I'm expecting big things in the second half. Please, please. Moish Ngaï says, nous allons démontrer au monde que Jesus Christ est Dieu. I don't know what that says, but lots of love to it. I really have to stop reading out things in other languages, don't I? Because it could say absolutely anything. Callum says, who's in charge of United at Burnley, lad? It is, apparently, it's Darren Fletcher being assisted by Johnny Evans. Apparently that's the two that are being tasked with the first 2 games against Burnley and against Brighton. And then potentially it's going to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming into the end of the season. That's what is being reported. How true that is, we don't yet know. So yeah, time will tell. Who knows? It's Luke says, does the attendance look decent? Lots of Algerians meant to have travelled. It looks packed. I would say this is the game, the one game in the AFCON I've seen so far where the stadium is pretty much full. It is, in fairness, only a 22,000 capacity stadium. It looks a lot bigger though. It's a very nice stadium. It's in Rabat, which I believe this is the first game we've actually watched in the tournament in Rabat. All the other games have been at Casablanca, Agadir, Tangiers. We haven't seen any in Rabat. But this is a very nice stadium. And it does look full. Or near as damn it. Right, we've got an Algerian player down yet again. Foxy says, didn't Charlton have an Algerian lad that went to Rangers, Bouguera? I think that's who Luke was on about on TikTok, mate. Yeah, I'll have a look. Number 11, I'll give you these. Number 11, there's only 19, actually. There's only 19 Algerians played in the Premier League in its entire history. We did the top 10. 11 is Rashid Ghazal, who played for Leicester. 12 is Hassan Yebda. 13 is Kamel Gilas, who played for Hull. 14 is Moussa Saib, who played for Tottenham briefly. 15 is Mehdi Abeid, who you mentioned for Newcastle. 16 is Yasser Larouci, who played for Liverpool and Sheffield United. 17, Jamel Belmadi, former Manchester City player. 18, Majid Bouguera, who made 5 appearances for Charlton. And 19th, and the only player, Algerian, who made just 1 appearance, is Rafik Halish, who made just 1 appearance, made 15 minutes off the bench for Fulham. Quite a while ago. There you go. He got 1 15-minute appearance for Fulham. Brendan says, give it to Ollie till the end of the decade at this stage. It's just rinse, repeat with United. I mean, Amorim, if he was right about one thing, was that, wasn't it? He's going to be out in 18 months. Whoever they appoint, they've just got no patience. And you cannot have... It's absolutely unforgivable to me that you've got Wilcox and Barada, like, calling the shots about what formation he should play. That's outrageous. I mean, that's what he's fell out with him in over that, isn't it? He said that I'm the manager, I'm not the coach. I am the manager, I am not the coach. That's what he kept saying after the game against Leeds, which appears to suggest. Oh, we've got an Algerian coming off the pitch in tears here, and I think, is it Mazza? I think it is, yeah. He's coming off the pitch. He's not a very happy boy. He's picked up the injury. I think that might be the end of his tournament. Yeah, lands awkwardly on it. You can see... Oh, it's Benacer, sorry. It's Benacer. Big blow, that, actually, to lose Benacer. Foxy says, Algeria close to Morocco. Yeah, you'd imagine they'd travel well. Congo's a lot more further for fans to get to, but I would imagine Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia generally do well for this tournament in terms of fan numbers. It's Luke says, it doesn't look great, but if performances and results are bad, you have to hint to the manager that maybe trying something different is a good idea. Hint, but compel. I guess to what extent, how much pressure would you want to put on the man? I feel as... You know, if you're a manager and someone's trying to tell you how to do your job, at that point they don't trust you, and you might as well just. I feel like he kind of pushed the red button and just went, right, you're gonna have to sack me because I'm not having you try and tell me how to do my job. With the best will in the world, you're Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada. I'm Ruben Amorim. I've managed at the top level before. Neither of yous have. I'm not taking that from you. Scottish HK says, Key, you read out, we will show the world that Jesus Christ is God. Not exactly football related. I will take that under advisement in future. I don't know why I do it as like I'm trying to be relatable, at least in the sense that if someone's putting in a comment in Spanish or French or whatever, I'm not just going to ignore it. I at least take them on. But it's probably my own stupid. Tend to see the best in people and think, well, maybe I'm sure it'll be harmless. There'll be nothing in it. But they could have me saying anything. So I won't say anything else. Anything else that's not in English, I'm not going to read. And if I'm deemed to be discriminatory as a result, then I'll have to take that on the chin. Otherwise, I'll end up probably reading something that I'll regret. Herishir Salaba. Numero 7 or tween period. Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's Luke says he didn't have enough credit to push back and call them out like that. In my opinion, nobody comes out of it well though. They appointed him knowing his system, and he's stubborn. Yeah, it's true. I like fair assessment. Where did he go from here though? Because does Ollie come in and stick with the? Is he just going to do what the board tell him? Is he just going to put out the team that... Or is he going to try and impose himself, impose a style of play and change things up in an effort to try and win the job himself? Because United fans are very, very commanding. I imagine if he comes in and does well and things pick up, they'll start to just... Ollie in, Ollie's at the wheel. They'll start to sing it. I'm telling you, United will win a game and they'll sing Ollie's at the wheel. They'll sing Ollie's at the wheel and it will be... Like, the camera will pan to Barada and Wilcox in the stands. And I'm telling you, they'll wilt. They'll give it to him. It's coming, I'm telling you. Brendan says, don't be lazy and just learn different languages. Just know different languages, Key. Jamie Bell says, do you think Liverpool should sack Slot? Absolutely not. No, I don't think any serious Liverpool fan does, and I'll go that far. It's Luke says, Dan Ashworth probably pretty smug right now. I think he was probably the one they should have kept and listened to. But wasn't Dan Ashworth very big on Southgate? I think Southgate would have had these any further along. Very, very big on Southgate, wasn't he? He was also very big on Eddie Howe, though, Dan Ashworth, in fairness. So, Eddie Howe or Southgate might have been the United manager as a result. Algeria coming forward here, ball in the box, header, just wide. Well, quite comfortably wide, actually. Oi, oi, oi. Wan-Bissaka letting the side down a bit there. Just do it, simple. It's easy, innit? To be fair, I am actually... I studied French to A level, which is amazing because I now look at sentences like that and think, I haven't got a clue. But I studied it to AS level. I dropped it after AS level. But I studied it up to that level. And I'm learning Spanish currently. I'm nowhere further along than I should be, really. It's Luke says, I think he was pushing for Premier League experience. Think Barada banged the Amorim drum. Yeah. Not good. It's sad, really, from a United point of view, because all these are the people who don't come out and stand in front of the media and take the stick. They're not going to come out and explain their decisions, are they? Barada and Ashworth and Wilcox, they're not going to do that. They'll let someone else take the flak. Sarah says, oh, are you doing a Trent? I am, yeah, I am. That's the plan, to learn it sufficiently so that when I land there, basically, next year, or maybe earlier this year, depends how we go, I'll have some sort of a degree of, yeah, I can get stuck in. Foxy says, can't remember anything from school with French, which I concentrated better in class. It's all the songs and stuff I remember. Qu'est-ce que vous à gauche avec une marche? Oh, sweet lord. Foxy says, I can speak Spanish and Portuguese, though. Good lad. I learnt Spanish in Guatemala. Quit bragging, Foxy. Fucking hell, I'm here on Duolingo and he's here, Guatemalan Gordon here with his Spanish. I'll teach us some, mate, before I go Spain. It's Luke says they probably need to come out and do some media before the season is out. Yeah, it's unforgivable for me. They've got to be accountable for these decisions. Oh no. Aid Key, you sounded like my French teacher. My French teacher was Miss James, and she was Welsh. And she, she was lovely. She was really nice. But she used to teach us in song like that. And we did actually also have an Algerian French teacher, funnily enough. Miss Hamadi. She was very nice. 3-star Red says, after grabbing a cuppa, don't look, I have missed anything yet in this one. Let's hope the next game is one-way traffic from the lads from the East Midlands and entertaining. It's got to be better than this, mate. We've really struggled for entertainment today. Not been a great day on the channel. Brendan, how can you say, I know what I like and I like what I bloody well know in French? That'll get you through most scenarios. I know what I like. No, I wouldn't have a clue. Captain Spurs, yes, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. How you doing? Many moons ago. It wasn't that long ago. It was 20 years ago. It was not that long. Don't feel that long ago. Sarah Padgett says, my French teacher was called Mr. French, and he was English. They were all the crazy ones, our language teachers. We had Mr. Magalon, who was French, and he was crazy. Mr. Magalon, Miss Hamadi, and Miss James. Look at him. Oh my God. It's like the equivalent of Newcastle fans, these Congo fans. Oh, they're with the tops off. Fat blokes with the tops off. I reckon I could be a Congo fan. Although saying that, I wouldn't mind having my top off in Morocco right now. I'm not taking my top off in the northeast. Them Newcastle fans are crazy. Madame Tanner, mine was called. And Brenda says, Miss James got you a bit hot and bothered speaking French, so no. She was Welsh. She was a Welsh lady and a big Sheffield United fan. But yeah, not in that way. No, she was just a very, very nice lady. Although I've got to say, yeah, there is a certain something about, my wife can't, but there certainly is something about a lady speaking a foreign language, isn't there? Certainly is. When Mila Kunis speaks Ukrainian, whew, goodness me. Losing my collar just thinking about that. Sarah says, my maths teacher was Scottish and when we got him angry, he spoke perfect gibberish. My maths teacher was Mr. Moore and he used to go like that and chew on his pen when he was angry. He used to look at you and go like that. You'd be like, you know what, like, mate? Oh, calm down. Calm down. Locking Simone says, not many shots on target from both teams. We've had nothing, have we? We've had absolutely nothing. We're sat here talking about maths and French teachers back in the day. It's it's not the watch-along I was expecting. Ree says, this game is about as entertaining as watching Prime, Dagenham and Redbridge. And 3 stars says, North London forever. Captain Spurs, only joking, my friend. I am no gooner. I like my football entertaining. Here we go. Great engine there, actually. Amora done very well. Bursting forward. I like him a lot, you know. I think Wolfsburg have got a player in Amora. Ball down the left-hand side. Far post. Cleared away by Wan-Bissaka at the back stick. And it's Luke says, Mila Kunis could be doing the dishes and you'd still be mesmerised. Yeah. She's just a lovely, lovely lady, isn't she? Scottish GHK, my geography teacher was called Mr. Stone. Mr. Stone. Trying to think of others we had miss. Yeah, we could go through the full bloody staff list, but there was a few good characters. It says, had a maths teacher called Dal Stump, lost his hand in a hockey accident. I shouldn't laugh. Oh, God. Oh, Key. Not good, that, mate. Hey. Yeah, it's got to be ice hockey. Although saying that, it's brutal. Do you remember? I don't know if you ever played like just normal hockey on the tarmac at school. But Jesus, we used to get bruises. You used to get it was bad. You used to always get bruises in that. Another player down here. 61 minutes gone, and it's been a dreadful game. Bakambu is down. Are we going to get our third 0-0 of the year? I wonder. Do you know what's bizarre as well? This is our most watched watch-along of all time. This one right here. This game is the most watched watch-along. Which doesn't speak volumes, but it's mad. It's crazy. I mean, the channel's booming, which is great, but at the same time, it is absolutely shocking, this game, isn't it? It's terrible. Aid says if you're paying attention, he would shove you in the back with his stump. Oh, if you weren't paying attention, sorry. Leicester to Glory says Johnny Evans has got the United gig, I see. And Brendan says, oh no, bruises. How did you survive? Bruises. It's Luke says hockey. Oh, sorry, with the hands. Yeah, no, but you did. You used to get clattered with them thingies, and it weren't. You used to go back writing in school. It was always, if you played hockey, it was always full of bruises on your hands. Life of Reese says, how's Sadiki going? Not really seen him, to be honest, mate. I'll be honest, neither of these teams have done anything in this game. It's been a dreadful watch. It's Luke says, hockey was worse than rugby for injuries. I liked PE, but forgot my kit a few times for hockey. F that. Yeah, swerve hockey. Best thing, I always liked it in PE if you were doing. Obviously, football was the one. But we weren't segmented into boys and girls, so it was just like whatever. They used to just... Yeah, so we had... like day where you do like tennis, you do basketball. It's all stuff like that. The football and all that stuff. If it was football and rugby and things like that were always done like after school stuff, so we had to do them after school. Scottish HK says, worst teacher experience, I had an art teacher with a glass eye, and once when kids threw stuff in class he took it out and said that's what happens. Stop the projectiles, but pretty grim. I mean, that's not that bad, really, in terms of, I've heard some worse teacher stories. I mean, I imagine pretty grim, pretty scary at the time. But I thought you was going to say, like, took it out and launched it at one of the kids or something. I thought it's going to be a lot more tame. Brendan, did you do rounders? I did do rounders, and I ended up playing, I don't know if it was counties. Basically, you got, like, you were good for school. If you was good for school, you ended up playing for... I think it was it wasn't town. It was some like counties regional thing, and I played for them for a little bit. I was all right at rounders. Only when I was like a lot younger. Wilson says Leopards champion de tout. Life of Reese. Is it watched because Sunderland fans watching? Hey, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. Algeria running through. Good defending from Tuanzebe there, I think it was. And Wan-Bissaka completes the clearance. 65 on the clock. Oh, come on. It's an infuriating watch, really. I think that's going to be offside. Algeria are in, though. Good claim from the keeper. Out he comes. Couldn't get ahead of the ball, and Marza couldn't get a touch. Very frustrating. Sarah says, what makes these French people writing in French when everyone else is writing in English? What makes these French people writing in French when everyone else is writing in English? Nathaniel Mbuku came on for Elliot as well just a couple of minutes ago, by the way. I forgot to tell you. Nathaniel Mbuku, who is a forward for Montpellier. He currently plays for Montpellier. He's got 4 goals and assists in 16 games this season. Did play for Stade Reims earlier on in Saint-Etienne. He has come on for Elliot, who is he's at Talanya Sport at the minute. He used to play, was he at Young Boys? Meshach Elia. Yeah. He's at Alanya Sport at the minute. Jim in Fla says, is it just me, or is Algeria just kind of going through the motions? Well, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, it's mad, because this is a knockout game. You would imagine that both teams would be really going for it. It's got the feel of one of those, like, last group stage games where both teams have qualified. It looks like a training match. Neither team really going for it. Callum says, bit of British Bulldogs, key lad. It is right, yeah. Love a bit of British Bulldog. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, and Algeria are going to get a free kick, and it might be a yellow card for the Congo. Who is it who's got a yellow card? It was Mahrez who got away. Yeah, it's a definite foul, that one. It's Luke says, ref should just blow now and just do pens already. Yeah, it do me a world of good. And Blake says, how are we doing, Key? Just getting off work. Dreadful games. Yeah, sadly, mate, it is. I wish I could choose the games a bit better, but sadly, it is a very, very poor game. It's Luke says, Athletic reporting that Solskjaer now in formal talks to take the United job. It's not exactly news, but it is happening. There you go. United in talks with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer about maybe becoming caretaker manager to the end of the season, but possibly beyond. Who knows? What a weird turn of events it is. Blake says this game will come alive in extra time. Both teams are playing chess. So it's a free kick here now. A goal might just spark the game into life. Riyad Mahrez is going to take the free kick. He's very good in these positions. If there's a touch at that near post, I imagine the goalkeeper's done for. But he's got to get the delivery right. 68 minutes. Mahrez whips it in. Miles over the bar. Absolutely shocking. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, come on. Give us a goal, for goodness sake. Honestly, West Ham and Forest later better be about 4-4. West Ham and Forest later has got to be an absolute all-timer. Otherwise, I hate to trivialise these things, but fucking hell. What a horrendous watch. Kayembe's coming on for Congo. Gael Kakuta as well, former Chelsea wonder kid. Gael Kakuta comes on for Mukau. Kayembe coming on for Sadiki. There you go. Sadiki's come off, mate. For Sunderland fans who are watching, Noah Sadiki has come off the pitch. Legend FK, how's it going, mate? Evening, Key. Thought I'd say hi, because Thursday won't be able to show up after Arsenal beat us. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Don't be so negative, mate. I promise you, I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as bad as you're thinking. Imagine a world, just imagine a world where we do nick it, where we beat them. Like, this isn't... It's not like we're Oldham. It's not like we're Oldham going to the Emirates. We're Liverpool. We're the champions. We should be puffing our chests out and going there and giving them a go. Like, we've not got a lot of our players. We've been a bit flat this season. But, yeah, listen, I've seen worse Liverpool sides go and get good results at the Emirates and good results at Stamford Bridge, good results at Old Trafford. We've done it. So, you can't be scared of going fucking Emirates. Jesus Christ. You can't be scared of going Arsenal. Not a chance. Blake says FIFA have got some pondering to do for this World Cup. This game may be foreshadowing. As long as they keep them games to the 2 a.m. slots, I ain't going to be watching them. I'm fine with that. 3 star says Ollie takes the job, United job, leaves Maresca still in the running for the Forest job before the end of the season. Yeah, but who gets it after him before the end of the season? That's the question. Who's going to be the 4th manager of the season for Forest? Or 5th, rather. 3 star says 4-4 Key. You do realise we're not playing this game over 2 legs. Oh, Wan-Bissaka does well. It's going to be a corner. And the Legend FK says World Cup has a higher variety of talent, though, than the AFCON. But do you know what, mate? These two do have... Like, they've got some good players. If you look at the cross-section of players starting today, Riyad Mahrez has gone off the pitch now. But there are quality. There's definite quality. It's just been a really dreadful game. Scottish HK Key, I asked you at the end of last year to pick better games. Maybe ask Tolga and choose anything other than his highest score. We're not holding Tolga's feet to the fire enough, I don't think, with all these... Because he comes out with these shouts that this side's not going to lose... And then they lose, and we don't hear from him again in the chat. But he still pops in a day later. And then he gets one right, and he's like chirping. When he gets it right, he's all there. Aban Manan, what's up, mate? Good to see you, Aban. I'm good, mate. How are you? Sing when you're winning, Tolga. That's what we're going to have to start calling him. Blake, I've been saying it for the longest. The Turkish super fraud has to be held accountable. He got to. It's just, honestly, he keeps... And do you know what the funniest bit is? I like Tolga a lot, by the way. And if you're watching Tolga, you know I love you, mate. But he messages me all the time and says, hey, what about that result that I got right there? Honestly, I get them all right. I predict them. And I'm like, yeah, but what about this one, Tolga? Yeah, well, didn't quite get the system right on that one. Yeah, but what about that other one? What about these other 9 that you got wrong? Yeah, well, didn't quite get the system right on them either. Jim says, are we really going to have to watch 30 extra minutes of this garbage? Yeah, it's looking like it, mate. I'm really sorry. I wish I could do better. Reese, it's happened again. It has, mate. Yeah, it has. As soon as we started talking about Tolga. Sorry, Rohale. Yeah, it's done. Sorry, because we started talking about Tolga and predictions, sadly. Yeah, that's what happens with TikTok. We talk about predictions. I didn't actually say any, but that's me promoting gambling, apparently. Yeah, so I have now got no access to TikTok for the next 72 hours because we talked about Tolga. So there you go. That limited little window there prompted a 72-hour ban on TikTok. So I'm down on TikTok now for 3 days, which does mean we're not going to be on there for the Arsenal game. It's looking like. Damn. How will we cope? Rohill says it's fine. That's TikTok for you. Atrocious censorship. And Tony says, how's the game going, KC? Egypt won yesterday. Are they through to the semis now? I think it's still the quarters, mate. I think they're through to... I'm not sure whether it's the quarters or the semis where they're up to just yet. But yeah, 75th minute. Algeria 0. Congo 0. Rohale, they can't stop you from being here. Oh, no, they can't. Absolutely not. And, you know, we'll still be on YouTube. We'll still be on Twitch. For those watching us over on Twitch, those are still our core platforms. We'll be live on them every day. But yeah, TikTok's TikTok. It is what it is, sadly. You can't really do anything on there. So, I think long term I probably won't even be on there, to be honest. But what can you do? Right, Algeria 0, Congo 0, 75 minutes on the clock. We've got 15 minutes of normal time to go, then probably another 30 minutes of extra time, then probably a penalty shootout. Because neither of these teams are doing anything. But I'm still fascinated to watch. I don't want to just sit here and grimble and grumble and complain. We've got to accept the fact that this is a game that's still got a lot riding on it in the last 15. One of these teams is going through. I just hope we don't have to go through penalties and everything to find out who. I'd love it if there was a late goal from one of these, whoever it might be. Maybe in Algeria, late goal. Come on, Algeria. Give us something to liven the game up. Rohale says, I was even typing when stream was ended. Was going to say that I thought Tolga was an actual computer. Sadly not. No. How many shots on target have we actually had in this game? 2. 2 from the Congo. Algeria haven't had a single shot on target all game. That's unforgivable, that. Expected goals in this game, 0.11 Algeria, 0.15 Congo. I think this is one of them games where there might actually be an element of corruption here, you know. François Le Matanuzola. Vive le Leopard. And Algeria, come on, says Chalk Chart. We need a late goal in this one. Desperately need a late goal. Here's Algeria down the right-hand side with... it's a strike. Good save from the keeper. It was Abdelli down the right-hand side, cutting in. Haj Musa was the one who came on for Mahrez, by the way, and Balade came on for Ait Nouri. Ben, are you on Twitch? I am on Twitch, yeah, mate. But to be honest, we don't tend to get a lot of people watching on Twitch. I don't know why, but in comparison to YouTube and TikTok, Twitch just doesn't really work for me. I get like 2 people maybe at a push on Twitch. It's it's dead. Nearly always dead. But I have it on. It's just another box to tick. So I have it on. It's there if people want to watch me on Twitch, they can watch me on Twitch. Right, Algeria down the left-hand side here. Big opportunity with Amora. He's in the box. Strike. Good save by Mpassi Anzao. Good effort that from Amora. That was better. First real chance for Algeria. First shot on target in the game in the 79th minute. No problems there. Rohale says maybe next time we can call Tolga Helga and predictions can be called prophecies. It's because, I don't know. I think it's because we used the word bet at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Sarah says no one uses Twitch as much as YouTube. Well, that's true. But some people like it, so I have it there in case they need it. Algeria now pushing forward again. It's Abdelli down that right-hand side. They are starting to get a bit more joy now. Maybe Congo are tiring. Vincent Jamie Lane, watching from Peterborough here. About to go to football though. Back to coaching my grassroots side. I'll be back for the second half of West Ham v Forest though, mate. Up the posh. Good lad, Vincent. Enjoy the footy, mate. And see you later tonight for West Ham against Forest. Big game. See you later. Take it easy. Last 10. Last 10 in Rabat. Congo on the counter. It's going to be a foul, is it? Is it a foul? Oh my God, what are you doing? This ref has been an absolute shocker today. He has been so poor. Boudawi's not happy with that. He got the ball. Got the ball there. Tony Peters says, not really been following the games. Mate, you've really not missed anything today. Certainly not in this one. Rohale says, I used to use Twitch. Been ages. I keep going to check TikTok on my phone, but we haven't got it anymore. It's not even broadcasting, so. Yeah, appeal submitted. You'll receive a notification soon. Right, okay, well, we'll see. We shall see. Scottish GHK says, for everyone over from TikTok, you can support Key by becoming a YouTube channel member. Perks coming soon. It'll be awesome having more football lovers interacting. I've got us our Discord and a WhatsApp group set up. I just need to actually create the channels, basically the categories or what we're going to be talking about. But I've got them. They're done. I had to get a new SIM card. So I can get a business phone, and that's going to be launching in the next few days. So we'll have a private chat where members only can chat throughout the day. We can talk about different stuff, which we then go into the lives and have a chat about. You can vote on the games that you want me to do, that you want us to watch on the channel. That's going to be another big perk for members. That's a big thing that we can have a chat about different things throughout the day, but also to actually influence what we watch on the channel. And also new ideas. I want to hear your ideas as well. I want to hear what your thoughts are, if there's any maybe new things we do. Maybe quizzes you want to run. Quizzes we should run at half time. Yeah. Lots of different things. Loads of cool stuff. Blake Griffin live. Class stuff. How's it going, mate? Good to see you over there. Captain Spurs, are you a Sheffield lad? I'm from Buxton in Peaks myself. Me? I'm not a Sheffield lad. No, I'm from St Helens in the northwest originally. And then I've moved around a bit since then. I've been living in Liverpool, living in Warrington. I lived in Manchester for a spell. Lived in Widnes for a little bit. But yeah, I've bounced around a little bit since then. But I grew up for the first 15, 20 years of my life. I was a St Helena. Rohill says quizzes would be good, but they're often very difficult ones. I try and make them relatively, not easy, but ones that everyone can kind of get involved in. So it's got lots and lots of different answers. Like today's, the top 10 Congo players, top 10 Algerian players, they are quite difficult. We'll do a mixed bag. We'll do maybe an easier couple over the next few, mate, so you can get amongst it. Is there any particular ones that you'd specialise in? Give me a category and I'll focus one on that. Oh, he's here. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Tolga, how's it going? Rohale says, what was the best place you lived? I like it. I'm easy. I like them all. Liverpool's a lovely place. Liverpool's a really nice place to live. But yeah, Sheffield's a beautiful part of the world too, Captain Spurs. I've got family living down that way. And plus you have to generally go through the Peak District to get there. Peak District's absolutely beautiful drive through there to get to Sheffield. Algeria, good defending from Congo. We're into the last 7 minutes here. Brunel says, Les Leopards en ensemble. Brendan says, Mo Salah 2017 to 2025 would be a good category to do. Yeah. Goals scored against which team? How many headed goals has Mo Salah scored for Liverpool, do you think? Headed goals. I'd wager less than 10. Of all the goals he's scored. Scottish GHK, it's not the place, it's the people. Exactly, yeah, absolutely. And that's it. And to be honest, I'm surrounded by good people anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Home is wherever I lay my hats and all that good stuff. Rohill says, I have a quiz idea. Name Liverpool players that only appeared for a short time, then became forgotten. That's just an example. Well, there's a few that played for a long time that I wish had been forgotten. But yeah, we could do something like that, absolutely. But I don't want to make it too Liverpool focused, because then people start thinking it's a Liverpool fan channel. And also, if it's Liverpool focused, then not everyone else can join in. So I try and make it a bit of a mixed bag. Sam says, hey Key, from a wintry Midlands. Love it. How's things, Sam? How are you fancying Wolves to get on this weekend? And how are you feeling about West Ham Forest tonight? Is there any draw, any result or anything would suit you better? Do you fancy... Surely you'd fancy a West Ham win to make sure Forest are kind of pulled back in. Is there any part of your mind that still thinks Wolves could turn it round? Algeria, far post, chance. Cleared away. They're still in with a chance here, Algeria. Oh my God, it defended away, but not too... Oh, now Congo on the counter-attack. Great ball down the line, and it's going to be a throw-in. Peak District's absolutely beautiful. It is. Absolutely, yeah. Gorgeous. Tony says, what do you think of the game tonight, Keith? Both teams struggling and both need the win, mate. Yeah, mate, I'll be honest. It's been a terrible game to watch, but it's still very, very important. You can understand maybe why both countries are cautious. But I really didn't think Algeria would be quite as cautious as they have been. I thought they'd throw the book at these today and we'd see maybe a couple of goals in the first half. Jim in Flower says, so who has the advantage in penalties, Algeria or Congo? As a general rule, I would have said Algeria. However, usually it's the team with less experience that generally goes through in circumstances like this. Bakambu's just been taken off. That's not the sign of a team that's planning for penalties. Bakambu would have been a surefire one for penalties. Balikwisha's coming on. Bongonda's gone off. So Bongonda's gone off and Bakambu's gone off. They are two players 100% Congo would have wanted to take pens. Sam, if we want to have any chance, we have to win our next 4 or 5 games for me. We aren't a terrible team as we think we are. We're always in games. Absolutely, yeah, I agree. And Rohale says Wolves are a bit too far behind. Sadly for them, they'll lose more matches yet. And Captain Spurs, you should do an all-football channel called The Beautiful Game. This, to be honest, this is all football. I don't really want to do two channels and divert and dissect and cut it up. I quite like the fact that we cover everything on here and we're live every day and people know that if there's a game on, Key's on, and you know the whole community's going to be there in the chat and we can talk football about whatever different stuff's going. Even if the game's crap, even if the game's absolutely awful like this, we can have a chat about different stuff and just have a general, chinwag and a nice chat. I'm just trying to make it a bit more interactive so that people can, you can dial in, so you can talk on the live as well. I want that. I really like that. Even if you just leave voice notes, so you don't have to be on camera or anything. People don't have to feel insecure about going on camera. Just leave a voice note and we can talk that way. Loads of cool stuff coming. I'm just working out exactly how to do it all. Blake says Congo are looking to pinch it here at the end. Well, Ben Tabani with the throw-in. Algeria working it out from the back very slow. We've got 90 seconds left plus added time. There's time for the late winner here. Could be a heartbreaker if someone wins it before extra time. Scottish HK, Key's always on when the Lecky's on. Yeah, someone forgets to put a quid in the meter though. I'm knackered. That's me down. Brendan says, is your New Year's resolution to pick as many 0-0 games as possible? If it was, it'd be going all right, wouldn't it? Fucking 0-0s, honestly. Oh, chance Algeria. What is that, though? Fucking hell. Gotta do better there. Ben says that Balikwisha didn't get the luxury of playing for Nancy. I haven't really got a New Year's resolution per se. Not a proper one. Has anyone else got any interesting ones? Any that really stand out that you're committed to? Just like to be healthier, to be honest. Just generally trying to shift a bit of weight to be healthier. Look less pale on camera, maybe sort my lighting out, because the lighting I've got here makes me look like white, so I need to sort some better light out. Maybe a better camera that doesn't go off when it gets any hotter than, room temperature. Here's Algeria down the left-hand side. Ball in the middle. Oh yeah, unlucky, nearly with 3 minutes of added on time. That's a mercy from the referee, isn't it? 3 minutes only of added on time. Congo now coming forward themselves. Rohale says, yeah, cutting all chocolate out except a few. Good lad. And Captain Spurs, New Year's resolution is to publish my book. I'd be very interested in hearing about that. Chance! Oh, Congo! Congo! How have you not put that away? Ah. It's a great effort, that. It's a fabulous ball in. Do you know what? It's defended that. That's really good. Is it Isamandi? I think it's Isamandi who gets a flick on it. That's huge. And Mbuku's going to take the corner. This was a fabulous bit of defending from Algeria. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, Captain Spurs, I'd love to hear more about the book, mate. What's the book? We can promote it on the channel. Rohale says, I'm diabetic. I'm trying to add weight. Understood. Oh, well, hey, whatever works for you, mate. That's good. I hope you stick to it. Brendan says, yes, New Year's resolution is eat white bread with nowt farted about with. Hey, son, you'll never play for Yorkshire. No offence. Tony says, sorry, Key, I was talking about West Ham v Forest game tonight. Both teams need a win. Ah, sorry, yes. That one hopefully is not going to be as torturous to watch. Algeria coming forward here, though. Oh, come on. Give us something in the last few minutes. Good play. Far post. Shocking. Straight out of play. Yeah, West Ham Forest. I do fancy a West Ham Do I fancy a West Ham win? I think 2-2. Everyone's predicted 2-2 tonight, and I think 2-2 is what I'd go with as well. Yeah, I think 2-2, you know. Jake says fans are more entertaining than this. They are, aren't they? The fans have put on, you know, coordinated, choreographed dances in the stands, and they've got wonderful costumes and regalia and all sorts, and we're sat here watching grass grow, basically, on the pitch. There's only 30 seconds left. The ref's going to blow up shortly. I don't think we're going to get any chances in this game. What a thoroughly disappointing waste of time. And do you know what? And I'm ashamed. I am absolutely ashamed that this game is going to go down as the most watched game in Premier League dad history so far. We've got to break it. We've got to break that at some point this year. Jesus. It's a true testament to the AFCON that this is going to break the game. Oh, keeper! Keeper, claim for the back pass there. No, you're not getting it. Ref, full time, there you go. 0-0, full time, extra time incoming. Have you got the staying power? You're going to need some staying power for this one, because we've got another 30 minutes to go. I hope you're prepared. Massive game on Thursday, says Red Rebellion, and Reese says, I don't fancy a West Ham win since they got pumped by the worst team we've seen since Derby. Roe Hale says West Ham v Forest 0-0 again. Oh, no. I mean, if West Ham Forest 0-0 after this, I think that's the clearest sign from... I don't know if you're spiritual or if you believe in a God. That's your bag. I won't force anything on you. But, I think that would be the clearest sign from whoever is above, if anyone is above. It's just not for you, this key. You're doing 0-0s galore for the rest of 2026. Reece says, I don't fancy a West Ham win. And Red Rebellion, massive game on Thursday. Sorry, yes, West Ham, massive game Thursday. Liverpool, Arsenal. Yes, that one is going to be... Please just don't let us get beat. I am going to take some stick. No matter what, I'm going to take some stick. But if we win, it's going to be brilliant. If we draw, I'll be fine. We'll accept that. Just don't let them win. Just don't let them win. If they spawn a win, can you imagine the state of this channel? It's only grim. Tony says New Year's resolution is to drink more beer to ease the pain when watching the Reds. Yeah, that won't be a bad idea. Rohale says Ekatike was somewhat rested before. I think he was due to... It was precautionary against Fulham, allegedly. He felt a tight hamstring and he was left out so that he would be well rested and back in the side for the Arsenal game. But yeah, Sarah's saying we need to win that. I think if we can get a win against Arsenal, it changes our season. I really do. I still don't think we'd be in a title race or anything. But if we were to win against Arsenal, it just changes perceptions a little bit. It probably gets Arne Slot a reprieve from some of the fans. Even if it's not necessarily a great performance. Even if it's just a bit of a spawny win. We nick it late on. You've just got to stay in the game at the Emirates for as long as possible. Sarah says, Key, you might want to get more mods for that game. I was going to say, yeah, it might not be the worst idea, that, might not be the worst idea. So if, Sarah, I don't know if you want to... I've asked a few people who, in the past, who've said, like, do you want to do it? Do you want to... And they've said, no, they're okay. I asked Scottish on a one-off, and he said, yeah, great, so that's fantastic. Sarah, if you want to do it, I'm happy for you to join in on Thursday. You can be a mod going forward, because I'll be honest, we'll probably need... It probably needs some. Red Rebellion says, I reckon Ekatike will be fit. He was in training, so looks good. You're happy doing it. That's wonderful. Great stuff. I don't know if I can do it on this bit. Steve-O. Hey, Key lad. How's it going, Steve-O? Good to see you, mate. Think. There you go. I think I've made you one now. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. I think you're one now, Sarah. I think you are anyway. So yeah, there you go. So honestly, sir, I just keep it same as Scottish GHK. We don't need to be blocking and banning and whatever. Just let the chat flow. If anyone starts to get a bit too much, then we'll move them on pretty quickly. Rohale, I used to be a mod, but I'll actually not be here Thursday. No worries, mate. Yeah, hey, listen, just pop in when you can. It's great to have you. Captain Spurs says, will do, key, mate, and cheers. Top bloke, you. Cheers, man. Same to you. Scottish GHK New Year resolution is to get better at procrastination. I haven't made any progress yet. Steve Olad, bland in Algerian football. It's bland would be kind here, I think. Blake, all my Arsenal mates will be turning into this channel for Thursday for the first time. Atmosphere in the chat will be bouncing, Chief. It's going to be so... I'll have to apologise in advance for any regulars on Thursday that I am not able to read the messages out, because I'll be honest, the other day we got up to about 450, I think, nearly 500 people concurrent in the chat, and it literally was just going... and I was just missing loads. So if I don't see your message or I don't read your message, it's not because I'm not being funny. I've just not seen it. It's going to be very, I imagine, quite busy. Yeah. Francois says we must pressure Algeria in every way so that the leopard becomes the DRC's enemy. And Leicester to glory. Just thought how dumb getting Ollie is for United, considering Dalot, Bruno Maguire and Shaw sacked him. I was going to say, didn't the players have a big hand in actually him leaving in the end? It's going to be a bit of an awkward reunion, isn't it? Right, we are off for the second half. Sorry, the first half of extra time. I apologise. And we are 30 seconds in. There you go. Algeria now pushing forward. Ball out to the right-hand side. Congo intercepts. Already, the first half of extra time has seen more action than the previous 90. Leicester to glory slow mode in the chat. I was going to say, I don't know if I can do... That might not be the worst idea. I'll have to have a look and see if there's anything I can do about that. Because you can slow it down, can't you? Like, you can only post every 30 seconds or something like that. That might not be the worst idea for Thursday. I'll have to have a look. I mean, to be honest, there's another thing on it which says you can only post if you subscribe. I've not done that, but that's probably one way to grow the channel quite quickly, isn't it? Because imagine if they've got to subscribe to actually post a comment. It'll be through the roof on Thursday, won't it? Scottish GHK slow mode is needed with so many active users. We'll do that. We'll do that. One message per person every 30 seconds. Okay, I'll have a look. I will task myself with that. But there is, I'm sure there's a way that is, not only slow mode, but there's one where it's like you've got to be a member, or you've not a member. You've got to subscribe to leave a comment, which people can always unsubscribe after if they want to. I mean, that's fine, but I'm guessing that's one way that people grow, and I've not turned that on because I wasn't that bothered. I just thought people want to watch and they want to subscribe, they'll choose to, but I'm not compelling them to. Leicester to glory, Liverpool v Arsenal don't really affect me, but God, I hope you win. I was going to say, after that Arsenal fan, what was his name? The one who made up 14 accounts last night, mate. After that fella last night. Forget his name. Chevy was it? He might be watching now on his 9th account. Captain Spurs, Sarah seems like a boss. She runs this chat. Hey, she's a tough woman, Sarah. I'm telling you, I wouldn't mess with her. Roshan, hello, how's it going, Roshan? The Leicester to glory was injured start of AFCON, didn't go, Blake. Oh, Wisser, yes. Wisser, yeah, he got injured before, and there was a conversation between Congo and Newcastle about, like, can we take him? And Newcastle were really reluctant to release him because he'd only just got back fit. And I think they were hesitant to send him. And in the end, I think Wissa basically said, I don't want to go because I've only just got back with Newcastle. Scottish HK also subscribers only, won't affect regulars, so fur to put on, it'll stop the pylons. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll do that. Why not? To be honest, I don't know if I can do that in the chat, like, right now. Let me have a look and see if I can turn that on. Community moderation. Is it on that? Community moderation. User management. No, it's not that one. Approved users. Hidden users. Hey, we've not got that many hidden users. Yeah, it's not that. I'll have a look after. I don't want to mess about with it now. Steve-O says hello, Scottish and Sarah, you legends also, and hello chat. Good to see you, Steve-O. How's things, mate? Jake says, where's Wissa today? He is he's obviously playing for Newcastle. He's not playing for the DR Congo. Red Rebellion, I'm sure you can change the setting while you stream. I don't know how you do it though, that's the problem. It's part and parcel of being a new streamer. I don't know how to do it. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's moderation activity, participants. It's not participants, it's not going to be that. Community moderation, not that. Moderation activity. Moderation activity will be shown. Don't know what that is. Yeah, no. Moderation activity will not be shown. Reactions, timestamps. I don't even know what timestamps are going to be. Yeah, I have no idea, mate. I'll be honest. Stream settings, is it going to be on that? No, it's not. I'm not even watching the game now. I'm gonna sort it after. I don't want to mess around while the game's on, just in case I miss an actual goal, which I know is unlikely given what we've seen so far. But still, let's be professional. LJ, good evening. How are you, Key? I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Leicester Glory, also Sophie United. De Ligt, Maguire, Bruno, Manu and Mount will be back for Burnley. Magically feels like they threw Amorim under the bus for Leeds. And Steve-O, all good. Just been making a gaming PC and stream setup for a friend. I really need some help with that, mate. I'm going to need a gaming PC at some point in the next 12 months. So I'll be keeping... We need to talk. Brendan, any more thoughts on progress on collaboration with other creators? Apart from Bevo calling me out yesterday, not so much. There is... I've got a list. What I've been doing is, because I'm trying to do more phone-ins. So... I want us to become a little bit more Algeria chance. Come on. Hit it. Oh, good defending. Do you know how like say, trying to think of examples. Bit like Terry Flewers at the football terrace. How he's got like small creators on and they all like from different clubs and they all come on and they have like 5-6 people all talking at once. I'd like to do something like that, but I don't necessarily want people to have to be creators to be on the channel. Like just average Joes like me. Like I don't want them to be. They don't have to be. I mean, they can be if other content creators want to collaborate. That's great, but like I don't want the expectation to be that you have to have a channel and you have to be a content creator to actually come on and say your piece and say what you think. I'd quite like anyone and everyone just to be able to come on. And that'll probably mean we get more trolls, which is fine. We'll deal with it. It's fine. We X them off. We move them on. Won't be the end of the world. But I'd love something like that. Deeper, greener pastures. It is Congo versus Algeria, but all I hear is Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. You are fascinated with us, dude, be honest. Average Arsenal fan. Mate, I'm not. We got asked, just before you came in, we got asked about predictions for Thursday, and we got talking about the game, because we've had a fair few Arsenal fans interlope into the chat. Very similar to yourself, that's all. It wasn't necessarily about Arsenal and the club and the team, it was more about the fixture and the challenges it might bring to the channel. Roshan says, favourite streets won't forget footballers. Two guy would be one. Ali Benabia, who we've already talked about on this stream. Algeria, wide, unlucky. Red Rebellion, you can always use ChatGPT to help you figure out the settings. I will, yeah, we will do. I will. It's just I've not got time right this moment. Leicester Glory was literally Arsenal fans beefing in the Championship stream. Shotgun if you need a Leicester fan, mate. Absolutely. Listen, if you want to be on, I'll be honest. I don't necessarily want it to be like Big Six. Do you know what I mean? Like where it's the only fans of Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, United are relevant. I hate that. I hate that. Just because you support Leicester doesn't mean your opinion's any less valuable than mine or anyone else's. So I'd just like anyone who likes football to be able to come on and have a chat about different stuff. And if it doesn't tickle anyone's fancy, then they can leg it. But yeah, if you want to come on and have a chat, mate, I'd love that. I'd love that. I'll have a chat with anyone. Fantastic. The more the merrier. Henry says, how many minutes extra time? Why not full time this match? We've already had full time. This is extra time. There's now 30 minutes of extra time. It's 0-0 full time. We are now into the first half of extra time, Henry. Streets won't forget Harrison Reed's goal. Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. That's what we needed. Simo, how's it going? And Roshan says, rumour, Messi signs for Liverpool. That wouldn't be a bad signing. Take that now. Red Rebellion, Reed will never score a goal like that again in his career. The amount of Liverpool fans I've had chats with in the last 48 hours are telling me that we didn't close him down. I can't believe they didn't close him down. You must be joking me. You can't predict that. Leicester says that's what makes it so great. Killed me, that. Absolutely killed me. Horrible moment. But you have to take it. 3 minutes to go to half time in extra time. That should have been a free kick. I can't believe the refs not give that. Good ball in. Good claim. Oh, what are you doing, keeper? Lucky, lucky boy. It's going to be a free kick. Leicester Glory, 99 other times that ball lands in Rose Ed. Brendan says, maybe someone could have been closer to Reed, but 99 times out of 100, that goes a mile wide, and everyone says they were right defending the box and letting him shoot. Yeah, you can't really win either way. Like I said, there's so many examples, like Company pinging it in the top corner. You're not expecting a Reed or Company to do that. And then you look at, like I said, the Dejan Lovren one is the one that really stands out for me. Liverpool fans will tell you to this day they hate Dejan Lovren for that moment against Aston Villa. We had a chance to recycle the ball and put it in the box. Oh, that's a naughty tackle. It's a naughty, naughty tackle. By the way, people were asking, about, just to keep you updated, because there's quite a few people here who are as invested in the channel as I am in many ways. And you've been around for a really long time, so I like to keep you informed. I'm not just, hoarding the information, but I have been approached about a possible sponsorship opportunity. So I still want to do a charity every month, but I've been approached about a potential sponsorship opportunity. So there might be, we'll see, but there might be a potential new sponsor coming on board in the next week or so. Maybe for the rest of Jan. So we'll see. Locking Simone says, just heard Erik ten Hag is the new technical director at FC20. Really? That's an odd move for him, isn't it? Technical director. Are we maybe going to see more changes like that? Managers going behind the scenes, sort of stepping up rather than wanting to be at the front. Maybe they go back and do the technical work where they're not going to get the flack. They don't have to face the media and they can still influence things and, work the stuff from behind the scenes. Leicester Glory, Ten Hag's got a job at FC20. Back in the Eredivisie. Scottish HK, Soberslai free kick. Nothing could be done about that. That's also very true, yeah. Shell, hiya Key. How's it going, Shell? How you feeling? Rabi Abdallah, how's it going? Welcome to the Premier League Dad chat. Lots of love. Right, I think the first half of extra time is over with. Roshan says, Klopp can be technical director of Liverpool. Technical director? Good grief. Do we need one? We probably do need someone a bit more of a football man, but I think there's no manager in world football would want Klopp behind him, sitting in the stands, because the fans would just, that's not fair, that. It's really not fair. It's basically what happened with Liverpool and Bill Shankly, Bill Shankly retired as Liverpool manager and handed over the reins to Bob Paisley, and he kept turning up at training. And he kept sitting in the stands and stuff like that. And Liverpool had to ask him and say, listen, we really respect everything you did for the club, but you've got to stop turning up because it's affecting the players and they don't know who to address as boss. And the fans are like, the gaffer's there kind of thing. And you've got to be a little bit cautious. So, yeah, don't come the games for a little bit. And he ended up going to Goodison Park for the latter part of his career. Leicester to Glory says, to be fair, if you told me we would be relegated after winning the Prem and FA Cup, I'd take it though. Yeah, fair enough. Aid says, predictions for tonight's game, Key. For me, predictions, I think West Ham 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Brendan, football seems to be moving towards the traditional manager being in the background, working on strategy and transfers while a coach works with the players, handles match days, and takes all the shit, basically. Leicester Glory, Klopp won't coach again. No, I don't think so either, mate. I don't think so either. It's half time here in Rabat. It's Algeria 0, Congo 0. Still no chance of this one giving us a goal in normal time, and it might well be that it's heading to penalties. I'd be very surprised if we don't have penalties at this point. Penalty kicks incoming. Got 15 more minutes to go. And then we're on to penalty kicks. Malik G. Hello, brother. How's it going, Malik? Good to see you. Leicester Glory says West Ham 0, Forest both sacked at the same time. 0-0 tonight. No one's happy. Both managers sacked. Get them gone. There's not really any obvious replacements for either of them, though. Unless one of them is going to, break glass for Sam Allardyce. The emergency Sam Allardyce button. That could happen. Forest have already kind of done it with Dyche, but Sam Allardyce is like break glass in case of emergency. Turbocharge with Sam Allardyce. Shell says, hope you're getting something to eat 84. Oh, eat before the next game, Key. I'm not, I had, I don't know if you're familiar with these, but I found them in Morrison's. I'm not promoting them, but I found them. I don't know if you can see. Can you see on the camera if I move them a little bit closer? Look at that. Baby pears they are. Baby pears. With luxury amaretto. And I was just having a little bit of them. They were minging. They were awful. So that's all I've really had today. And I don't think I'm going to have time before the West Ham game, because by the time this finishes, it'll probably be 7 o'clock. So anything meaningful's gone out the window. I might have a little sandwich or something, maybe a piece of toast or something, and then back at it for West Ham. Captain Spurs says, do you think Liverpool even get top 4 this season, as FSG have not brought in a centre-back or a central defensive midfielder, and one injury to Gravenberch, Canate or Van Dijk is scary for you guys? Yeah, mate, absolutely. I think we will get top 4. But FSG they've got to do better for Slot. Slot has absolutely been sold down a river. Roshanth, is the job of a football manager very hard in 2026? They don't have breathing space. Yeah, absolutely, that's fair. And Brendan, takes the shit as well, true. Basically moving towards the way normal business operates. A head coach being like middle management, team leader types, yeah. You do all the donkey work. Gaffer above takes all the praise. Scottish HK says our backbone is weak. We need transfers. We need deeper, don't we? We need a sharper squad beyond the first 11. I think the first 11, if it's all fit, competes with both City and Arsenal. Beyond that, it's a real challenge. We haven't got anyone really. Sharpovich says all hopes for top 4 will be shattered on Thursday night. I don't think so, mate. I think Arsenal have done all right. I think you should get top 4 by this. Yeah, you've got a bit of a reputation for bottling, mate, but I don't think you'll bottle it that much that top 4's out of your grasp. Pretty confident Arsenal finish in the top 4. But thanks for the comment, mate. Really appreciate it. Good to have you on the channel. Malik says, good to see you, bro. How's your day today? It's exceptional. Very good. I'm really, really good. How's your day? Roshanth, we need prime Neymar. We do not. Absolutely not. Finners, what's your prediction for the Arsenal-Liverpool game? I think 1-1. I think it's going to be 1-1. I fancy Liverpool to get a point. Yeah. We've done all right in the big games this season. We've played okay. I think we get a point. I'm not going there scared of Arsenal, not at all. We're not the champions. We need to puff our chests out a little bit and say, we can go there and get something. Not only get something, we can go there and win. Not saying we will, but we might do. We've got the ability. We certainly shouldn't be going there scared. Callum says Arsenal 25-26, City 18-19, Liverpool 21-22. Depth, some of the best the Prem has ever seen. Yeah, it is. It's benches that wins titles, isn't it? Often, what can you bring off the bench? And Arsenal have got loads of options off the bench. Jake, I am so ready for Thursday. First, they have to stop a certain French striker. We have to get him fit. Hopefully, he is fit. Sarah says at least a point. I think so too, Sarah, yeah. And Shell says, hope Forest wins for 3-star or at least a draw. I love 3-star, lots and lots, but I don't think he's going to be too happy tonight. I think he's going to be disappointed. I think West Ham get something, at least a point, if not more. Even though, like I said, they've not won in 10 games. The last win they had was against Burnley in November, early November as well. So best part of 2 months since West Ham had won a Premier League game. Shell, hope we play better v Wolves tomorrow. We're going to do the first half of that game, Shell. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do Man United against Burnley, 8:15. But you lads kick off at 7:30, don't you? So I'm going to do Everton Wolves for the first 45. Malik says, which team will you support in the World Cup? Uzbekistan. Just for a laugh. Haiti and Uzbekistan. Why not? I like the underdogs. Godwell. Congo to win. Good to see you, Godwell. Sharpovich says, yeah, thanks for the welcome here to offer visionary football views. Good lad. Stick around. Yeah, absolutely. Let's all welcome, mate. We've got plenty of Arsenal fans in the chat. Believe it or not, we do. Callum says, in 21-22, we had Jota, Firmino, Matip, Thiago, Tsimikas, Kelleher, Gomez all on the bench. And Jake, I'd take a point against Arsenal, but if we win, it's massive and could change our season. And Shell, come on the Toffees. Yes, the Toffees. Up the Ev. Did you see that video, by the way, of that Everton fan having a pop at all the Blues leaving at half-time? Have you seen that on social, Shell? If you haven't yet, go and have a look. It's absolutely hilarious. There's an Everton fan, and he's stood there filming. He's filming all these Blues pouring out the exit, right? And he says, look at all these. Look at all these. You're worse than Liverpool fans. You're getting off at half-time. It's 2-0 and you're getting off at half-time. Absolutely, you should be ashamed of yourselves. And this fella shouts back and goes, it's 3-0. And he goes, 3-0? Oh, well, I'm coming with you then. Come on, we'll all go. It's brilliant. They hate it. They absolutely hate it. Steve-O says, do you remember Yannick Bolasie? He just came into my head randomly. Yeah, we were talking about Bolasie earlier. He's one of the top 10 Democratic Republic of Congo appearance holders in Premier League history. Shot and a save there for the Congo keeper. He's had a half-decent game. He's going to need to do better for the penalty shootout, I'm sure. Shell, what's it on? It's on Twitter, I think. I'll find it on Twitter. I think I liked it on Twitter. I don't know if I retweeted it, but I'll find it and I'll put it on. To be honest, we're gonna have a group chat soon. We're gonna have a group chat and I'll put it in that because we're probably in the next couple of days we'll have a WhatsApp group and a Discord group for members only / regulars. So I know you can't be a member because your bloody channel's ancient, so we'll get you in. We'll get you in. Malik says, what is your favourite movie? Tango and Cash is my favourite movie. Yeah, Tango and Cash. Calm, I seen it on TikTok. It is on TikTok as well. It's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere, but it's really funny. Really, really funny. Right, we've got 8 minutes to go, plus a penalty shootout, possibly. Oh, Scottish GHK, Back to the Future. Back to the Future, what a film. Marty McFly. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids. Great Scott. Merge Losu, Democratic Republic of Congo fan. Do you think the Congo can do it? As we're getting into the last few minutes here, everyone expected Algeria to walk this one. I've got to be honest. Everyone thought Algeria would walk this game. But it's going to head to a penalty shootout. And as it gets closer, honestly, I'm fancying Congo to knock them out. Congo on pens. Sarah, I used to love Beavis and Butthead. I love Beavis and Butthead as well. With the neighbour, Hank. It's King of the Hill, isn't it? The guy who is his neighbour. It's the same guy. Mike Judge did those two cartoons. Aren't you those two kids who keep whacking off in my camper? Yeah, Beavis and Butthead's wicked. Love that as well. Ben used to have Lovren on toast, did Balassi every single time. Yeah, he again, that was Palace. Palace we always had a bad record against. Malik says, the most underrated player in the world, in your opinion? Ooh, most underrated player in the world. Help me out, chat. Most underrated player in the world for Malik. Who would we say? Underrated. It's hard to say because there's a lot of players who are fantastic and you know, recognised for being very good, but actually, in my opinion, like, I'll go as far as saying I think peak Virgil van Dijk's the greatest defender of all time. So he's underrated because there's people who are like, don't be stupid, he's not even as good as like Nemanja Vidic, and I'm like, are you having a laugh? But then I think that's ridiculous. So I would say that's underrated. But I'm not gonna go to Virgil van Dijk. Then there's the other side of the coin, which is people who are maybe never even talked about being top quality players, but actually are. And yeah, Szoboszlai's one. I like Dominic Szoboszlai. He's not really ever mentioned as he's made us tick all season. It's usually the unsung heroes. You know, your defenders, your fullbacks. Like Andy Robertson for me is one of the greatest. I keep going to Liverpool players, Key. You're not doing anything to help the allegations of total bias. I'm trying to think of non-Liverpool players now. But inevitably, I've watched a lot of Liverpool, so I'm going to land there first. Most underrated. Let's do most underrated Premier League players this season. It's really tough. John McGinn. I'll go John McGinn. There you go. John McGinn. He is up there for me. And Jared Bowen. Both of them. Steve-O, I rated Ward-Prowse. He was brilliant. Yeah. Scottish HK, I needed TP for my bunghole. Bunghole. I am Cornholio. Sarah, he never gets appreciated like he should. And Captain Spurs, try forget about it on YouTube. Top animation series. I'll have a look at that one, yeah. Roshan says Divock Origi. And Sharpovich. Robertson and Greatest should never be in a sentence together. Mate, Andy Robertson is absolutely different class. He's basically a John McGinn, but at left back. Harry Wilson too, yeah. Scottish HK most underrated, often all goalkeepers. Yeah, there's quite a few goalkeepers who would fall into that category as well. I think Nigel Martin back in the day was an absolutely outstanding goalkeeper. Used to be a match winner quite frequently for Leeds and for Everton. Tony, Uncle Buck, John Candy. Planes, Trains and Automobiles. What an absolutely unbelievable actor. Congo, chance, straight at the keeper. Too easy, that one. Malik says, most overrated player in your opinion. Okay, most overrated. I mean, that's a bit more easier. I think there's quite a few that would fall in that category. Overrated. I think Bellingham. I think Bellingham's amongst the most overrated. I really do. Every time I watch him, I think he's a passenger him. Oh, sorry, Adam. The clock is still saying half time. You've had an absolute shocker there, Key. Sorry. I mean, might as well not bother now, to be honest. Christ, it's only 118 minutes on the clock, near enough. You've had an absolute shocker there, Key. Right, there you go. No, it is actually playing now. It's all going. Yeah, Bellingham, Saka. Christ, don't invoke the anger of Arsenal fans, Sarah, for God's sake. Yeah, no, I would say Bellingham's up there. Great ball by Algeria down the left-hand side. 120 seconds left. Strike. Oh, they've won it. They've won it in the last kick of the game. We're not going to have that penalty shootout. It's an absolute worldie. Oh, my goodness me. It's an absolute screamer. Top corner from nowhere. They have done it. It's 1-0 to Algeria. And the Desert Foxes have done it. The Desert Foxes are going through. The Leopards are going out. It was an absolute screamer, that. You can't even stop that. You can't even stop it. Cuts in, right-footed, keeper no chance, right in the top bins. Oh, it's an absolute showstopper. And it's Adil Boulbina who scored it. Adil Boulbina, 22-year-old who plays for Al Duhail in Qatar. Last year he was playing for Paradou in the Algerian Premier League. He's got a move to Al Duhail in Qatar. He's another young player who's chasing the money out there in the Middle East. He could quite easily be playing in Europe, challenging himself, learning and growing his career. Maybe this is one of these games where he stands out and gets a big move to Europe. Who knows? But yeah, he's playing for Al Duhail out in Qatar. Al Boulibina. Cracking goal. And now Congo have got all of maybe 120 seconds to equalise and take us to a penalty shootout. Pooh-wee. Rochant, that was like Reed against Liverpool. Oh, mate, don't be saying that. That's so harsh. 2 minutes left. Only got 2 minutes to go. Thank God we don't have to suffer for 30 more minutes. Well, at least it would have been only a penalty shootout. Oh, hey. Zinedine Zidane there in the crowd. Oh my God, it's an absolute worldie, this goal. It's incredible. We've got 90 seconds to go. Algeria, the ball's still not in play. Bakambu and the Congolese players are just trying to drum up one last little bit of something, some sort of energy. Chancel Mbemba, the captain, they're out on their feet here, the Congolese. They're trying to just anything to get some sort of a chance. Maybe if they get a few players forward, they can pump one into the box. But they're not going to get too many more chances now. Keeper's doing Cruyff turns and he's give a corner away. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious me. Gateb Katwak, Ethiopia. Watching from Ethiopia. Love that. Don't forget, if you are new around here, please do click like and subscribe. I am live again in literally 1 hour for West Ham against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. It's a massive Premier League 6-pointer, that one. It's huge. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. As I said, we are live every single day watching games of football. This is a massive one. Algeria, what a strike that is. Oh my God, is that going to count? Oh, if that had went in, that was absolutely outrageous. Now Congo have got a chance here. 30 seconds, if that. Captain Spurs says, was it like that Fulham late winner goal the other day? Not quite, but it wasn't far off. It really wasn't far off. Shell says, see you in an hour, Key. No worries, Shell. Yes, see you in about an hour. Still a little bit of time left here. Sharpovich, bye-bye, Congo. And has he blown up? He has blown up. It's full time here. Oh, my goodness me. It's full time. Algeria 1, Congo 0. Literally the last kick of the game. What can you say about that? Absolutely incredible stuff. There you go. That's football. That is football. That's why we watch these games. That's why the AFCON has been such a wonderful tournament. But it's finished 1-0. The Desert Foxes, Algeria, are going through. And that's the end of the road for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes, I will be back in 1 hour's time. There or thereabouts. Quarter to 8. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. West Ham against Nottingham Forest. It's a huge, huge game. Please make sure you click like and follow. And I'll be back again in 1 hour's time. Yeah, for that massive, massive game. Take it easy. Have a lovely, lovely night if you're not coming back. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy. See you soon.